Alright, looks like we are now live. Welcome to another... Oop. Should turn that off. Welcome to another fun-filled episode of Weaponized Autism. I am your host, Chris, as always, flying solo for tonight. Kaysen will be joining me tomorrow afternoon for a new episode of Bottom of the Bin. Got a couple of ideas of which one we could watch. But on tonight's episode, we've got some, first off, you know how last week I was not happy because there was a fresh video from Atozy about the Ring doorbell wizard, the not Harry Dresden dude who was having a psychotic meltdown on his neighbor's, doorstep. Well, apparently Atozy's video, somehow it got taken out, and now it's back in my watch list. Somehow it was taken off his channel for a brief period, and now it's back on his channel, so now it's back in my watch later folder. I don't know what the fuck happened last week, but it's back. That's all that fucking matters, I guess. We've got a new video from none other than Freakazoid. We've got Kaysen sent me a video, which that's what we're going to start off with. It's called Resident Evil Aura Farming, which, given that there is now officially a trailer for Zach Krager's Resident Evil movie, the timing is a bit appropriate. The TikTok DoorDash girl, the update on that little freak, that little shit sandwich. That just came through, which apparently she has played herself as one can assume. We've got some more stuff on Princess Azuli. And we have some Gar of the Rage regarding PlayStation's new DRM policy. Hey, and to summarize PlayStation's new DRM policy, hey Sony, why don't you ID my dick? Anyways. Anyway, let us now dive into Resident Evil Aura Farming. Let's go.
Grace! 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 Grace!
What?
Grace! 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 Grace Ashcroft.
Oh, sorry.
X gon' give it to you.
Hello? Rude.
Oh god.
Booga booga!
Oh my, come on! Actually, hold up. I should have checked this before I started the video. Okay. Okay, there's no copyright music problems. Why is it so wide? Wait. What? Everybody looks normal, but Leon has been compressed down, like fucking Danny DeVito with Aura.
You there, Leon?
Wait, what?
You there?
Not the Taco Bell. What?
Leon?
Nope, he's still aura farming.
You okay? Umbrella. Victor Gideon.
Think fast, Chuckle Nuts! La la la. La la la.
Yup.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, what the fuck? Hold on. Jason, what the fuck did you send me?
La la la.
Would you like to see what's hidden under the hood?
What's he gonna do? Oh! He's pulling his cock out!
I saw.
I don't know if that is actually from when Charlie streamed this, but I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked if it was.
Under the hood.
What's he gonna do? Oh! He's pulling his cock out!
Nice ass, bro.
Hello!
I am now forklift certified. Success.
You ain't going to shit!
What am I even supposed to do in this situation?
A person who thinks all the time.
Hell no!
O kurwa.
Hello, everybody. My name is Mark Clark. Looks like your campaign to make the DSO stand down really didn't work, Zeno.
I'll leave this matter to you, then.
Are you kidding me, bro?
Oh my fucking god!
Nani? That one never gets old.
Say goodnight, motherfucker!
It ain't got no gas.
Can't believe it's still standing.
No, so much no.
Oh, YouTube update troubles. Ugh. Yeah, YouTube being YouTube. That's how it goes, Jason. Dude, this video is so fucking random and I love it.
Excuse me, what the actual fuck you doing? Fuck.
Griffin! Peter Griffin!
It sort of turns out that I'm technically mentally retarded.
What now?
Oh, God. I mean, that would put you in good company with, like, half of Umbrella, anyway.
It sort of turns out that I'm technically mentally retarded.
What now?
Actually, that would put you in good company with about half of the Resident Evil community.
Leon.
Oh my god, bro.
3M kebab experience. I was gonna say too much White Castle. When you get too many White Castle sliders with the jalapeno cheese.
Sweetie.
A few moments later.
I'm back in the fucking building again!
Bro. Not the Yoda scream. Not the Yoda scream. That fucking bell. Oh, you got. Hold on. Got no upload notifications. If I did, I probably just like swiped right past it. Just probably wasn't even paying attention. Dude, what the fuck did you send me with this fucking video, man? Oh my god. I mean, I love it. It's beautiful. It's fucking retarded, but I love it. Didn't put anything up today. Part 1 of RE9 goes up tomorrow night. Hell yeah! Hell yeah! So, if you're not following Kason, jump on over to his channel because he and his he and his he and his girl Lily are playing RE9 or X-Girl. I get confused. Ex-wife. Okay. Ex-wife. Yeah. I get confused, so anyways.
No thanks, bro.
Yes, sir. Mr. Kennedy, I have a message from Captain Redfield.
Leon, I really need you to fuck my sister.
Oh god. beef looked at you crazies. You were laughing like the Joker. I mean... oh my god. What even is this monitor setup? You've got Freddy Fazbear on one monitor. You've got, I assume that's Grace on another monitor. You've got the fucking not Harry Dresden motherfucker. I don't even know what that I don't even know what the bottom left one is, but what the shit, man.
Serves as a record.
Claims he's a wizard.
Oh. I sent a Star Wars YTP on Discord. Oh boy. Ooh. Oh my lord. This. So, Kason, this is the video we were supposed to watch last week on the Ring camera wizard that somehow was not on Atozi's channel, or maybe he privated it for some fucking reason or whatever, but now it's on, so we're gonna watch it.
Man who claims he's a wizard was just charged with 4 felonies after he was caught on a Ring doorbell camera having a delusional crash out and violently trying to break into a stranger's house. What is even going on here? And obviously, this went extremely viral, and the internet took this clip and ran with it and made so many viral memes that I would go as far to say is this is probably one of the most funny viral moments that we've seen this year. But not only did he try to break in, he actually succeeded when he eventually moved on to a sliding glass door on the side of the house. And he was only finally stopped when the homeowner actually returned home to fight him, armed with a shovel, after witnessing the intruder's meltdown on the Ring camera.
I should consider watching. I've seen my reaction when they kept cutting away in Godzilla 2014. Here was my, alright. Let me see if I can find which clip it was that... This was my reaction, Kason, after I got finished watching Godzilla 2014.
It's just so mediocre to the point where it's cringy.
I cannot believe that director actually thought that was a good idea. Hey, let's just give you a shit ton of setup and like no payoff for 2 straight hours. I don't get it. This was in Texas. Footage would have ended with pew pew through the door. Yes, it would have. So this dude better be grateful that he was not in Texas.
Well, it's obviously easy to laugh out the absurdity of some of the details of this case, like, you know, his outfit or the fact that he identifies himself as Harry Dresden, you know, the whole time throughout the encounter. And if you didn't know, he's a fictional private investigator and wizard from a series of contemporary fantasy/mystery novels called The Dresden Files. But unfortunately, I mean, the reality of this case is kind of horrifying, because now, in addition to being charged with burglary, assault with a deadly weapon, vandalism, and making criminal threats, the subject of today's video, 30-year-old Jason Thomas Nichols, is facing a 5th charge of annoying or inappropriately touching a child under 18, which allegedly stemmed from an earlier incident.
California, I'm gonna need an explanation on why that is a thing. Annoying and molesting are 2 diametrically opposed crimes. So, I mean, I get that I get that California that Hollywood resides in California, and you have pedos pretty much embedded into the upper echelons of the Hollywood system. Play JD DeLay's Wood Chipper. Wood Chipper!
Essentially, the dude did a way better job at catching himself than Vitaly ever could. Because I guess the Ring camera incident just put a whole lot of attention on that. So you have Fairfield police, I guess, saying an additional charge came after a witness reported an encounter between Nichols and their child on April 5th. And this obviously ended up raising that bail dramatically from what was initially set at like $35,000 to the new bail amount of $250,000.
In my opinion, he should not be. He should be held without bail. Period. Like none whatsoever.
And then you even have Deputy District Attorney Stephen Talley arguing for a higher bail, citing the alleged threats and Nichols in proximity to the victims. Which makes total sense because, yeah, apparently Nichols lives right behind the very house he broke into while screaming threats. So obviously, he shouldn't be allowed to just return to the victim's neighborhood so he could just start trying to attack them all over again. But what he said was both terrifying and hilarious because the entire time he was freaking out and demanding entry to the property, he was, like I mentioned earlier, referring to himself as the private investigator / wizard and wearing a Demon Slayer t-shirt under a trench coat. Like, come on.
I don't know who you are. You don't belong to this neighborhood.
Under a trench coat and also wearing sweatpants and flip-flops. Can't say put him in the shower with Tyrone. Well, apparently you can now. when you frame it in the form of a question, apparently.
Neighborhood. That's for sure.
This is my neighborhood, though.
Yeah, I live there. I don't know you.
My name is Harry Dresden. Open the door. This is my neighborhood. Open the door.
I mean, it's easy to laugh at the guy in this situation, but also, I can understand why anyone would be terrified. And I mean, the victim is honestly lucky that this happened in California, not somewhere like Florida or Texas, because he might have not left that property alive. But essentially what happened was on April 7th, Jason Nichols storms up to a home on the 1700th block of Burbank Court and knocks on the door. The homeowner was not home and starts talking to him via a Ring camera and can literally only say hello before Nichols begins demanding that he opens the door so he can make sure that everything's okay.
Hello?
Hi there, can you open this door, please?
For what?
I just want to make sure that everything's okay. There seems to be something going on.
What do you mean?
I don't know, I just figured I'd check on something.
That alone would piss me off because, like, who are you? How dare you insinuate that you would know best and that you need to gain access to my home? Like, what are you on about? And to make things worse, apparently his pregnant wife and child were inside. And
well, considering Nichols was already on the hook for a prior incident involving a minor, and there was a kid inside the house, I'm not saying that might have been the reason for his little incident here, but I'm also not saying that.
And of course, when Nichols is denied immediate entry to the home with no questions asked, he begins to freak out and kick the door so hard with his flip-flops that the recoil sends him flying back down the stairs.
Man, get out of my house.
Open this door. Where's your daughter, man? Where's your daughter, man?
What are you talking about?
Where's your daughter? Who's in there with you?
Bro, if you don't...
Door. Open this door, I'm breaking it down. You understand me?
I mean, this is straight out of a cartoon. What in the Looney Tunes is going on here? But as soon as this random guy starts questioning about a daughter without really knowing whether or not the homeowner even had a daughter, that's when alarm bells should be going off in your head, which I'm sure they were for the homeowner at that point. But clearly, this person isn't in the right mind, so he will likely do things a very regular angry person wouldn't. But obviously, his freakout was just so irrational and honestly funny that it just spawned so many memes of him online. Now, I mean, okay, but it's...
I miss Long John Silver's. We used to have a Long John Silver's in the shopping district of my area, but it just kind of went to shit, and then it closed down, and now it has been replaced by a weed shop, which seems to be the modus operandi in this area. It's like a business closes down, let's just replace it with a freaking ganja store. Because we live in a college town, and so why not? Dude, we used to have a family video with a Marco's Pizza attached to it. And that got replaced with a weed shop and a fucking... Ugh. Yeah, that was unexpected. Yeah, like... There's like... Cape Girardeau's in a state right now where you almost cannot go 5 blocks without running into a weed shop, it feels like. And it's fucked. Beef heard the bell is triggering his PTSD. Oof. Oh, jeez.
Now, I mean, okay, but it's not totally clear if Nichols knew who was exactly inside this house, or if he was just LARPing with his own, I don't know, he was just doing investigative work as the investigative wizard over here. But regardless, I mean, while the homeowner is arguing with Nichols over leaving the property, he doesn't know who he is, which leads Nichols to stating that his name is Harry Dresden.
Yeah, I live there. I don't know you.
My name is Harry Dresden. Open the door. This is my neighborhood.
And again, you probably wouldn't immediately recognize that name. I didn't. I had to Google it. But again, Harry Dresden is a fictional private investigator and wizard who works to protect the general public. So I guess this guy thinks he's a heroic wizard from a book series and has started doing house calls in his neighborhood. And I guess when he finally gains access to the house via a sliding glass door after his initial crash out, he's then pacing around inside looking for a victor.
Where is she? Huh? Victor, you around? Huh? You like raising little girls?
And I guess we kind of have to assume that he's referring to Victor Sells, who's a human sorcerer and antagonist in one of the Dresden Files books called Stormfront, who Dresden confronts at his house, who did in fact have a daughter as well. So I mean, all of this is just so many layers of bizarre, I don't even know where to start. But I guess it all starts to make sense when you connect all those dots, but it doesn't make it any less freaky. I mean, the entire time, the homeowner is, like I said, away from home, but he very quickly turned back and was heading home after he witnessed the disgruntled wizard demanding entry to his house. Because again, remember, the homeowner's wife and child were still in the home and probably scared to death by this guy.
I can't say he looks like someone who hired a magician to make him invisible and attempt to rob a bank. You know what he almost looks like somebody who would be either dumb enough or bold enough to take the whole thing about how you can use lemon juice to hide ink, hide writing on specific types of paper, and just squeeze lemons all over his body and think that that makes him invisible, and then try to rob a bank with no mask on. Oh. You know?
Pounding on the door and wildly screaming while threatening to kill whoever he thinks he's looking for. I mean, this is crazy. And again, to make things even worse, he actually got inside of the house. So the homeowner ends up returning to the home and gets into an altercation with Nichols and even arms himself with a shovel at one point to protect his family.
Get the third room. Walk the out. What's the third room? Walk the out. I'm telling you, I'm giving you a chance right now, man. What's the third room? I'm giving you a chance. Get the out of my house. What's the third room?
I don't know who you are. You better get the
street at 1797 Co-op Drive.
I don't know who you're talking about, man.
Why do I hear screaming?
Are you military?
Yes.
Okay. Can you help me out? Okay.
Yes.
I understand what you're going through right now.
Yes.
Can you step outside?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Will. Thank you for asking. There's something going on this street, bro. Bro, everything's fine. Please step outside. Okay. Well, sit there. Sit on the ground, please. Yes, sir.
And this altercation leads both men to require medical attention for head injuries sustained during the fight. But luckily, no one is seriously injured. And I guess the fight is instantly de-escalated when the homeowner asks Nichols if he's a veteran, and he answers yes, and for some reason instantly relaxes and agrees to go outside. And that's when the story gets even weirder, considering the fact that this guy isn't a veteran. So I guess he just lied to the homeowner. Hey, are you a veteran? Was like his wake-up call suddenly. He was like, oh wait, what am I doing? This isn't the sorcerer I'm supposed to have a boss battle with. It just doesn't make sense. I feel like the more information about this case that comes out, the more bizarre it gets. But obviously, cops arrive shortly after and arrest Nichols and charge him with 4 felonies and give him the original $35,000 bail. And then, about a week later in court, the whole case gets escalated with a new 5th charge being tacked on. And, you know, that's the one that spikes everything to $250,000. And now, I mean, because of all of this now, the dude is facing 19 years in prison. Wow. It's safe to say this case took a dark turn.
Okay, I don't know what has caused it, but I seem to have a really wicked headache right around here on the side of my head. I'm gonna go get some Tylenol. I'm gonna be right back. Alright. Okay. Not going to take it on stream.
Thankfully, we never actually have to find out what he would have done.
Or I should say I'm not going to take it in front of the camera.
Because he was stopped. And now, it's up to the justice system to do its thing and hopefully lock him up for a little while. But his new court appearance is scheduled for April 23rd, so I'll definitely keep an eye out for what happens and make sure to keep you guys updated. But if you're new here, feel free to subscribe, drop a like if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Pimps!
Sorry, Beef, I didn't realize that,
This is the
I didn't realize that, they were gonna ring the bell again. Oh, shit. I dropped a second one. Oh. Alright. Alrighty. Alright, hopefully that can reduce whatever's going on. I just know that there's a very tight knot in the side of my head. Okay. But moving on. So now that we have that little update finally out of the way, we can get on to this new video from Fleekazoid. The title of this video is This Just Killed GTA 6. Oh, what is it?
Pimps! This is the most important game in human history. This is the magic bullet that's gonna save gaming as we know it. This is the TikTok killer right here. None of you are ready for what's coming. They're gonna be making spin-off TV shows, movies, action figures, body pillows. It's gonna get everyone bi-curious. Even normies will be playing this. That's right, we're talking about the one, the only, the Windrose. They said piracy would kill gaming, and they were right. I don't want to hear the words Grand Theft or French coming out of your mouth, alright? I know some of you think that the latest rock slop hitting the market is the forthcoming of Jesus, but for the rest of us real gamers, we understand what a flop GTA 6 really is. Sorry. I need some water. Fuck GTA 6 and the BBL it rode in on. If it's such a good game, then just show me some good gameplay of it. Oh, you can't? How convenient. Maybe you think I'm exaggerating, but in this David and Goliath story of GTA 6 challenging the behemoth of Windrose, it's not even close. Let's run through it from the top. You can play Windrose today and do jackass-style shipboarding. GTA 6 doesn't even have ships in it. Windrose has pirates in it. GTA 6 does not have pirates in it. Windrose is published by Palworld guys. GTA 6 is not published by Palworld guys.
Huh. Really? Now that's, well, hey, at least they have another game. And it's probably going to make, Ubisoft, what is that, Skull and Bones? Yeah, they're quadruple A, BS. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna... I mean, I'm pretty sure that game was DOA when it launched anyway, but now, even more so.
I rest my case. I mean, what else is there to say? Sorry to all the GTA 6 fanboys out there, but it's just not happening. What are you gonna do when Nintendo sues you for having walk animations? The signs of this tragedy were there all along.
Oh my lord. They probably would. They probably would do something stupid like that. I mean, they just lost their patent lawsuit with Palworld, so who knows what Nintendo's legal team is gonna try next.
Nintendo sues you for having walk animations. The signs of this tragedy were there all along. I mean, just think about it. Now, look at how many players the Windrose demo got. Now, let me ask you a question. How many players does the GTA 6 demo have again? Oh, what's that? 0 players? That's what I thought. Windrose 1, GTA 0.
I mean, GTA 6 doesn't even have a demo out, so there's that.
My God, this may be the finest addition to the Concord universe yet. And before you get uppity, the GTA 6 demo did leak recently, alright? I tried it out myself, and now my GPU is always running at 200 degrees Celsius. Clearly, GTA 6 lacks the same quality and polish that our Uzbekistani game has. Now I couldn't tell you where these Uzbekistanians are. Let me try that again. Now I couldn't tell you where Uzbekistan is on a map, but I can tell you where it is on the Steam charts, baby, at the top. Another point for Windrose. But what else do you expect from a quadruple A company like Rockstar? The reality is, they're just hitting their limits. For years, they've been able to milk GTA Online. It's generated over $5 billion just from shark card purchases. Do you understand what that means? That means people are spending millions of dollars to not have to play the game. This game must be trash. To top it all off, they've made Todd the proudest father by reselling GTA 5 on every single console generation. I'm shocked they didn't re-release this on PS2. Todd, welcome back. What?
Dude. GTA 5 would fry a PS2. I mean, let's... Strangely enough, it would actually be a better GTA game on PS2. Because... Well... Actually, no. For me, GTA... The whole GTA series peaked with Vice City. Like, Vice City was the apex, and after that, it just kind of... At least that's my read on it.
What are your thoughts on Grand Theft Auto 5 trying to out-release Skyrim?
I'm a big Redditor, so I do read Reddit a lot.
Alright, well, that's not what I fucking asked, Todd.
Thanks, man. Good one.
Yeah, look at me, I'm Todd. Shut up. That's how you sound.
Correct.
No problem. Thank you. Keep in mind, GTA 5 has been around since Xbox 360. That's when we had good games. That's 3 generations of unsupervised gamers going to the strip club because parents think every video game is Fortnite and Lego Batman. Windrose would never let that happen because you have to build your own jiggle joint. Anyways, I digress. The point is, they're not doing anything new. They just want a fresh cash cow. We're gonna commit auto theft on a grand scale for the 6th time now with BBLs. And what, we're just hanging around in Miami, Florida? I want to be surrounded by the sea, man, not covered in it. Hi, Fleek here, number 13th on trending. Let's be honest here. Nobody expects the story to be good. Who cares, right? Listen, this is all about that big online mode that's going to come 3 months after release. Who cares about story? Who cares, right? This is all about that big, fat, juicy, thickle, wobbly online mode that's going to come 3 months after release. And let me tell you something, I'm putting all of my money into that online mode. I am taking every dime out of my retirement fund and I am putting it into GTA Online so that my wife cannot take it in the divorce. Do you understand me? That being said, they're going to be spit and polishing this game for another 13 years. So
at this point, it wouldn't shock me if it did take them that long. Like, the whole meme of we're getting blank before GTA 6, like, it's not even a meme now, it's just a statement of fact. Like Rockstar is now at a point, and you know why games take this long to develop now? It's because the Wall Street brokers who are shareholders in all of these publicly traded video game developer or publisher companies, they actively detest video games. They think video games should be more like movies. So a fuckload of money is poured into graphics, is poured into the photorealistic graphics and trying to make them look more cinematic, more movie-like. That's also why games are getting too fucking expensive to produce. And they and these companies offshoot the cost onto the consumer by making them more expensive to purchase. So we're cooked. The industry is cooked.
in the meanwhile, Windrose has its online mode from day one. Windrose 4, Slot Theft Auto 0. You've got people excited about RP servers, which I'm told are for jobless people to have pretend jobs. I don't even know what to say here, so let me just remind you. Windrose 5, Flop Theft Auto 0. In fact, minus 1 point for trying to make me have a real job. Maybe this is supposed to appeal to all those employees Rockstar just laid off now that the game is almost done. What's a little alleged union busting among friends, right? I just know that if I'm gonna role play as a crackhead homeless man anyway, Windrose does it best. Pimps, do you remember what I said in my last GTA 6 video? I don't, but let's pretend I called all of this years in advance. I don't know how I saw it coming, guys. I don't know how I saw this shit. How'd you see this? I don't know, man. I get thoughts sometimes, man. Now that you think I'm smart, let me make another prediction. Foot. Put one foot in front of the other and walk over to GamerSubs with code PIMP for 10% off all your foot-related needs. Now that we're all hardened up from...
Easy there, Tarantino. Holy shit.
Matt, let's look at the hard facts. Rockstar had some shocking news leak from their latest hack that's pretty damning for GTA 6. For reference, GTA 5 has sold 225 million copies across its lifetime. In comparison, GTA 6 has sold none. 0 copies sold. This is devastating news for Rockstar. As one insider source says,
Do not read it! Do not read in the gut!
Sorry about that, that was the wrong line. Nobody is excited for this game. Go ahead, look it up. It's not even listed on Steam. Already delisted while Windrose dominates the charts. Not even Epic Games Store has this trash listed. Let's pretend it's not over for a second. Let's say hypothetically for the sake of the argument that you look at the community. Nobody even bothered to review GTA 6. That's how bad it is. Meanwhile, I'm secretly reviewing Windrose as we speak. What does that tell you? That I'm a gaslighting shit poster? No, of course not. Gaslighting isn't real. It just further proves how superior Windrose is to GTA 6. Let me put it this way. They try to brush it under the rug, but every delay GTA 6 has had is because of Windrose. Just when they were about to release, they get word Windrose is on the horizon and delayed as long as possible. Originally, they were going to release next month, but with Windrose releasing on the 14th of April, they punted all the way to the end of next year. They didn't even want to be in the same quarter as Windrose. Just goes to show how little confidence Rockstar has going head-to-head with Windrose. And to be fair to GTA 6, I'm going to say this. With how horrible this generation of gaming has been, GTA 6 seemed like a ray of hope for everybody. Until Windrose was announced, of course. But hey, they tried. The best thing about GTA 6 comes...
I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be honest. I'm really not excited for GTA 6 at all. I think it's going to be mid. I think it is. I think there has been too much hype built up around it, and I think Rockstar is just going to find some way to completely fuck it up. I think they're going to find some way to completely botch the execution. Been milking it. I mean, really, they have been milking the hype to death. But then again, like, GTA has always been fairly mid. You get in your car, you pick up a streetwalker, you go into a back alley, you do the thing that everybody does. Then you let her get out, you kill her, and you get your money, and you just monkey around on the map and blowing shit up. Yeah, eventually, yeah, it's fun for a little while, but then eventually it just gets really fucking boring.
Coming out will be how it ruins every other live service attempt for the next couple years. Because when people see how...
Same with the guy from Bat and the Sun milking the hype for Jason David Frank's last movie. Supposedly out in August.
How much Windrose is dominating over GTA Online, they're all gonna give up. In the end, it looks like 12 years and $1 billion wasn't enough to defeat the king. Better luck next time, GTA 7. Which, by the way, we already got a release date for that? Next century. Unless Windrose 2 is coming out next century, and in that case, 2 centuries. Alright, what else? Thanks to the flock of pimps, and thanks to everybody for using code PIMP to get 10% off. By the way, you get free shipping for the next week. What else? In the next video, we're going to talk about the new Black Flag remake. Spoiler alert, very disappointed that Bonnet is not nearly as rotund as he should be. Alright, you can always be fatter. Look bigger. Alright, what else? A lot of people asking about...
American shine!
Alright, you can always be fatter. Look bigger. Alright, what else? A lot of people asking about the live streams. We actually moved all of those to...
I flew all the way to a New York...
We actually moved all of those to cut off. Oh, it's almost like that was intentional. Almost like that whole video was just one big fat shit post. Oh, so now we have a nice little update on the DoorDash TikToker who recorded herself letting herself into a man's abode while he was drunk and passed out, and tried to make him look like a predator. And it backfired on her so hard.
I flew all the way to a New York courthouse to watch the TikTok DoorDash girl face a judge to only find out they moved the case to a higher court. So I guess I just had to pack up my bags and go home and wait. And it's safe to say, we waited, because months went by and nothing happened until the other day, as she's been hit with a full-blown felony indictment by a grand jury. And we're talking about Olivia Henderson here, aka the DoorDash girl, the TikToker who went viral last year for claiming she was SA'd while DoorDashing, when in reality, she filmed a dude passed out without clothes on inside of his own home and posted it twice for millions of people to see. And her case now has a major update, because for a minute there weren't really many court updates. And trust me, I was checking. I mean, again, I literally flew out to New York thinking something big was about to happen in court, and when I got there, the case had already been moved up to a county court. So the whole thing just got pushed. From the outside, it seemed like nothing was really happening, but I guess it was just moving through the system. So for a while, this case just kind of sat there, and now she's officially been indicted by grand jury, which basically means that this is no longer just TikTok drama or some sort of like TikTok situation, or I guess some messy viral story. This is a full-on criminal case that's moving forward. And the part that...
All right, Kason, what did you send me? All right. Watch this one now before I even forget, because I will forget. Now that's assuming this doesn't, DoorDash girl video remakes.
Alright, let's just get the drop-off video.
Oh my gosh. He's just out. Okay. Okay. Ha! I'm a victim! Hey!
Meet DoorDash Girl, the sneaky spy who brings the
Doll, don't you mean the robot chicken version?
fries.
She delivers, she discovers, snap and share it all.
Press the crash out button and... I'm the victim! DoorDash Girl, the villain next door.
Gotcha.
I'm the victim!
I'm in. Typical men trying to harass me.
Miss Harper, your account has been deactivated effective immediately.
I'm the victim!
Nice. Alrighty. Now that we have that out of the way... That was a nice find, though, Kingston. That was an amusing find. I mean, expose your live chats. I mean, only to anybody who's not actively paying attention to the live chat replay when the VOD goes up, I guess.
That really stuck out to me is the fact that the charges didn't even change whatsoever. Which means, I mean, she's still facing the exact same 2 felonies that she was arrested for. Unlawful surveillance and posting that footage online. So the prosecution looked at everything. The video, the investigation, all of her own posts, and essentially they said, yeah, we're not dropping anything. Which is not great for her, because if you remember how this whole thing started, this was supposed to be her calling out another guy. This was essentially her victim story in her own words.
I was working! I was literally working! And they deactivated me! This is related! They just punished me for posting about my thoughts while door dashing! They just fired me! And the police...
They just fired you for violating TOS because you literally cannot just let yourself into somebody else's home, and they fired you because you're a goddamn psychopath.
are doing nothing!
But now it's sitting in county court with felony charges and a path that could very realistically lead to trial. So let's rewind just for a second, because the way the whole thing started is honestly why I guess it blew up in the first place. Because back in October of 2025, she was working as a DoorDash carrier, and a customer orders food, selects leave it at the door. I guess nothing out of the ordinary, but when she gets there, that's where this whole situation starts, because she's claiming the door was open and she could see him laying on the sofa without clothes on. Now, the prosecutors are saying that he was passed out drunk, and they're currently arguing on if she pushed the door open a little bit or what actually happened. And let's be real, that's a very weird situation. Nobody is saying that's a normal walk-up or a normal order. Hopefully this doesn't happen too often. But where people started having problems with this whole story was, you know, instead of going, oh, okay, that's really weird, dropping off the food, backing away, and maybe calling someone to check on him or going on with your day and just continuing with the orders, she decided to pull up her phone and film him and expose him and kind of show where he lived and said his name.
Sir, I have your DoorDash. Oh! Ew! What the? Ew! I'm a victim!
And no, she absolutely did not blur him out. She just posted that straight up on TikTok. So Olivia didn't give him any...
Even, which also violates TikTok's TOS. You cannot just post nude videos or nude clips onto TikTok.
Grace whatsoever, and thought that he immediately did that with malicious intent. And that video ended up doing insane amounts of views. I mean, tens of millions of views almost immediately. Now, at this point, she's telling the internet that she's the victim here. She's saying this guy put her in danger. She's saying that she was assaulted. And for a minute, people believed her. But that didn't really last too long, because almost immediately, things started not adding up. Because within days, the narrative around the whole case began to shift. Because the video was taken out on TikTok for violating its policies. So what did she do? Well, she, I guess, censored him briefly and then re-uploaded the same video, still showing his address and saying his name, which isn't really ideal either. And that's when questions started actually circling about what actually happened inside of that home. And at the center of all this was one key detail: whether the front door was truly wide open, as she claimed.
What about that one chick who sprayed pepper spray or bear spray into the bag on Ring Cam? We haven't heard from her case in a while, but I imagine she's not faring much better.
or whether she opened it herself. And I guess that distinction,
or at least I don't think that one went as viral as this one did,
ended up mattering a lot, because a lot more information came out. Reports pointed to a doorbell camera footage actually appeared to show her pushing the door open before filming inside. Now, to my knowledge, we haven't had that confirmed by a prosecutor yet. That's what I wanted to see in court. But at the same time, police also began their own investigation into the incident, but according to their findings, the man inside their home was not engaged with her at all. He was intoxicated, unconscious on the couch, and unaware that any of this was happening. So investigators concluded that, no SA occurred. And the conclusion directly went against the claims that she had been making online, which had initially been presented as a dangerous encounter during a delivery. And now the whole case is being treated as her unlawfully filming someone within their house and distributing it on the internet. And DoorDash addressed the situation as well. And the company stated that sharing a video of a customer inside their home, along with identifying details, violated its policies. And both the driver and the customer was removed from the platform as a part of this response. Then, about a month after the incident, the legal consequences started. So on November 10th, 2025, she was arrested and charged with 2 felonies: unlawful surveillance for recording an individual without consent, and dissemination of an unlawful surveillance image for posting, the footage online on TikTok. She then later appeared in court, entered a not guilty.
I'm surprised she didn't get an unlawful entry or a B&E. Maybe because she didn't, actually, beat the door down to get in, but at the bare minimum, an unlawful entry, right? Unlawful surveillance and dissemination of unlawful surveillance. She really should have gotten an unlawful entry put in there as well.
Plea, and the case was moved forward through the system. And that's when the judge made his quip, because she asked for no cameras in the court, and he went, wait, so now you don't want cameras? But after the arraignment, the case was moved out of the city court and, I guess, up to a county court, which is, I guess, standard for felony charges. But from the outside looking in, it just felt like nothing was happening, because there was no new statements from her or posts. But behind the scenes, the case was still working its way through the system. Because in New York, before a felony case can actually move forward to trial, it typically has to go through a grand jury. And that's exactly what happened. A grand jury reviewed the evidence presented by the prosecution privately and came to one key decision. There's enough evidence here to formally charge her and move the case forward. And that's what the indictment is. It's not a conviction. It doesn't mean that she's been found guilty, but it does mean the case has cleared its first major legal hurdle. It doesn't really look like the prosecution took any shortcuts here either, because they didn't go with a faster route that sometimes signals that both sides are working towards a quick resolution. Instead, they took the case to a full grand jury, which can be a sign they're taking this seriously and potentially preparing to push it further. So, what happens next? Well, now we get into the whole thing of what she's actually facing here, because this is where a lot of people hear 8 years and immediately think, uh-oh, she's going away for a decade. That's probably not happening. She is facing 8 years, though. So, technically, yes, she's charged with 2 Class E felonies, and in New York, each of those carry a maximum sentence of up to 4 years each. So, obviously, if you stack them together, you get that headline number of up to 8 years. But that's the maximum. If you've watched any of my videos here on this channel, you know that people tend not to get anywhere near the maximum. The only way for this to happen is if there's a whole bunch of aggregating factors. And it seems like after Olivia's first, burst of social media content, she, kind of quieted down and is now playing this smarter, at least. And from what we know, she's a first-time.
Now that 90% of the general public is not buying into her bullshit.
Offender. She hasn't been sitting in custody this whole time, and these are non-violent charges. So under New York law, the court does have other options beyond prison. Things like, probation or, a conditional discharge. So realistically, even if she's convicted, there's a very real chance that this ends up with probation instead of prison time. Now, does that mean that she's in the clear? Absolutely not, because a felony conviction, whether you serve time or not, sticks with you. We're talking about, employment, housing, background checks. That's not ideal. That still follows you. And then there's the other issue here, which honestly is one of the biggest problems for a defense. The evidence. She kind of, did what she's being accused for and posted it online. So, yeah. Because again, she's not being accused for breaking into the house. She's being accused for filming the video and posting the video on TikTok, which is what she did. So, that's going to be hard for her to argue. And not only that, she posted it twice, and then she went online and talked about why she posted it. And at one point, this was her way of getting justice by exposing him publicly. So again, that's not good, and it shows intent with posting this. So this is definitely an uphill battle for her to fight. And I get...
Yeah, she, And what repulses me the most about, and I've talked about this before, is that people like her do shit like this, make it even harder for real assault victims to come forward, because people like her get all the press, get all the attention, and then they get ousted, and then everybody, because everybody wants to just look at everything at face value, nobody wants to do their own research, everybody just immediately defaults to, oh, she's making it up for attention, or money, or both. So, I have less than zero respect for people like her.
I guess at this point, there's only a few ways this can really go. The first, and honestly the most likely, is some sort of plea deal. I know I said settle in my live stream I did on this. I was just coming off of a very jet-lagged flight. I came off of a 13-hour flight and I was in a layover, and I made that live stream. So my brain was not firing. I wasn't playing with a full deck of cards at that point. My bad. Plea deal. The reason I'm saying plea deal is because in situations like this, especially when the evidence is this public, taking a deal early usually leads to a better outcome because you just have less risk, lighter sentence, and the case gets resolved without going all the way to trial. And the judges tend to look more favorably on defendants who take responsibility sooner rather than later. But then the second option is to try to fight out the indictment, which would mean that her attorney would file motions to dismiss, arguing that there's not enough evidence or that something about the process is flawed. But realistically, that's an uphill battle. Because again, it's hard to argue that the video doesn't exist and wasn't posted because millions of people have seen the video. So definitely not an easy route. And obviously, after this whole criminal trial, the guy can still sue her. So her problems are not over. But regardless, if they try to fight this, it really just comes down to whether a jury believes the prosecution has proven the case beyond a reasonable doubt. And the longer the case drags on, the less generous a plea deal is going to get. So if she has the opportunity earlier and didn't take it, that could come back to her. Her next court date is currently scheduled for early May 2026, and that's where we'll start to get a clearer picture on which direction this is all heading. And I feel like my take on this is, yeah, that's a messed up situation. No one wants to stumble into this, but her response was absolutely insane because instead of leaving...
I used to be acquainted with and am related to people like that. That's why I don't buy into believe all women. Yes, we should hear them out, but scrutinize when it's clear they're lying. Yeah. Yeah, or what's that age-old expression? Trust but verify.
Or reporting it, or just doing her job and moving on. This became content, and now it's evidence. I mean, she went to TikTok way before she went to the police. There's just so many things that are wrong with this. So, I mean, at this point,
that alone should have been a red flag immediately. That should have been a clear indication to pretty much anybody with an IQ north of 40 that she was making shit up.
I guess it's just a waiting game. At least she isn't facing multiple decades in prison like this idiot TikToker, because, I mean, this story is just crazy, which I would heavily recommend checking out here. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Alrighty, so... I mean, as much as I wish the judge would just throw the book at her, they rarely ever do. Especially for, I understand this is a first-time offense for her. I don't know. I feel like she should get jail time, but chances are she won't, and then she'll just keep playing the victim for years and years and years and years and years. Absolutely fatherless behavior, as far as I'm concerned. But we now move on from that aberrant retard to another aberrant retard, because John Bravo has a new video on Princess Ben Azuli, who was confronted at an MMA event, and it did not go over well.
This guy? None of that. The whole place went f***ing numb. And then I was like, yeah, that guy.
Bro, everyone's on it. They're all complaining at him. I got security guards over here. So do you guys remember that piece of shit King Azuli? You remember that asshole who ran a train with his brother Dylan and his piece of shit friend Mayor on that poor 15-year-old
Gotta back out for a few. Hey, you're good, Kaysen. Take your time.
Virgin against her will. You remember he claimed he beat off 30 men at the same time, right? We were like, how can a person do all that at one time?
I've taken on not one, not two guys. I fought 30 guys at the same time, and they couldn't take me out.
Well, now an arena full of way more than 30 men came to beat his ass, and he can't even pretend that he beat him off because it was all caught on camera, and he ended up crying like a little bitch all the way his ass out of that arena, just like he did in high school when he got punched in that Pinocchio lying nose of his. But when I exposed him, you guys remember, I told him, I said, listen, asshole, you want to be famous? I'm going to make you famous. Just not what you want to be famous for. And now, look what happened to him. Wait until I show you this shit.
Oh, you're famous now just for all the wrong reasons. Actually, more like infamous.
So it's been a while since I spoke about that cream of some young guy giving asshole Bennett.
Speaking of Chris reaction, riff on camel story coming soon. Hey yo.
Azuli, remember he about that cream of some young guy giving asshole Ben Azuli. Remember he gave it all, every ounce of it, every drop, to that poor restaurant owner who taught him kung fu. You're the Chinese man.
And I would come to him. He would move all of the tables, and he would teach me kung fu. I was 10 years old, so I learned how to move with like kung fu, you know?
Yeah.
It was different, and I loved it.
Well, since then, he's still walking around proud, thinking that people don't know what he did. He thought he could mask it all this time, right? So he goes to an MMA event. He goes inside the arena, and he gets called out. But again, it wasn't just one, wasn't 15, it wasn't 30. The whole arena went crazy when they saw this asshole because they knew, just like I was saying, exactly what he is famous for now. So he always wanted to be famous. Well, now he is. And now, let me tell you what happened that night.
Bro, let me tell you something. This whole place is going upside down. I'm 99% sure he's gonna fucking have to leave. They're getting him the fuck out of here.
15-year-old, alright?
Who 15-year-old? This guy?
Yep.
None of that, none of that. This guy got clowned out of here. He had heard us screaming at him. Once he saw who it was, he was like, oh my God. Hey, bro.
Look at this absolute piece of filth trying to act like he's some kind of celebrity. Dude, you, like I said, you're famous. You're pretty famous in that room, and you're pretty famous on the internet for all the wrong fucking reasons. You are a lot of John Bravo fans in there, as it turns out. Either a lot of John Bravo fans and or a lot of fans of the AMU, the Alpha Male Universe.
I wouldn't give that dude too much play. You know who that is? That guy. Guy said it. That guy. That guy. I said it. That guy. Be careful. Bro, my boy right here, King David MMA, was fucking on him, screaming it at him from over here. He walked over here and he's like, yeah, I am him, but I didn't do it. My boy was gonna crush his clavicle. Did you a 15-year-old girl? Mother, did you? And loud, the whole place went fucking numb. And then I was like, yeah, that fucking guy. Bro, everyone's on it. They're all pointing at him. I got security guards over here standing here like we're gonna sock him. They're all rounded up. We're gonna call his ass out of here. Nope. You die.
I mean, that's a hell of an accusation. That is a hell.
It's not an accusation, it's a fact. He was convicted. As much as he tries to act like he wasn't. Or as much as he tries to act like it was swept under the rug.
Hell of an accusation.
Bro, this is Sean Shelby, the most professional dude in the game. The matchmaker from the UFC. And he came over just now and he's like, bro, thank you guys. He's like, that guy is a child piece of shit. Yeah, get that fucking guy out of here. Later, bro. Later.
At a tough enough zone, you're out of your mind. I'm gonna stomp you out. Don't even think about it. We're not even gonna say the word. You're one of those, and you're here. Oh, tripping.
So behind the scenes, I'm going to tell you guys a little bit what's going on. So I haven't spoke about this asshole for months, right? But for months, he's been sending me messages. It's like, John, listen, it's not true. The girl is lying. Her family is lying. It's all a lie. The civil case, it's all a bunch of bullshit, right?
The fact that you're still crashing out over it after all this fucking time says otherwise, Ben. At this point, you can't even hide it. You are just the absolute worst liar on the planet, or at least among the worst.
And I'm like, listen, Ben, I'm not here to tell lies on people, to hurt people for no reason. That's not what I'm doing here. I'm here to expose people for being a piece of shit. And when I see a civil case clearly says, your piece of shit Dylan brother and the other asshole mayor were convicted of these crimes, how can I not tell it? And I said, listen, you want to say it's all a lie? This is what you're going to do. The criminal case from 2008 is sealed, so I can't get it. My lawyer can't get it. Nobody can get it. But you know what my lawyer told me? He goes, listen, John, you know who has access to this? Ben the asshole, the poor girl, and the lawyers involved in the case, because it's sealed. Nobody else can get it. So I told Ben, I said, listen, you show me the criminal case because you can get it. If you need help, my lawyer is more than willing. You can show me that this is not true. I'll be the first one to make a video saying, Ben, he's not a piece of shit. But till then, until you show me otherwise, you're still a piece of shit.
The fact that he won't unseal it, the fact that he won't allow anybody else to see what is inside that case, pretty much tells you all you need to know. I have requested the 2008 criminal case records from Ben multiple times over the past few months, and he has told me things such as I tried and they were deleted and or destroyed. I am in the process of reaching out to the original law firm who represented the victim to see if they can be obtained. Good.
He tucked his tail like a little bitch and left. That guy is a pussy. I told him, I'm like, you cannot be anywhere over here. Get the out of here. And he left. And he went to another area, and then Sean Shelby and those guys started in on him over there. And then the owners of Tough and all these people came up to me. And once they figured out who he was, they kicked him out.
And babe, you know this new studio move?
Fuck him.
Do you know what kind of a pain in the ass this is? I haven't been able to film a video for days. But you know what else I've been doing for days? Remember this Top T shit? Well, it's some crazy shit. Wait until I show you later what it's doing to me. I'm gonna turn you into my sharmuta. Guys, thanks for watching. Please hit like on my video.
Someone asked a funny...
Alright, so... we move from one Azuli video to another Azuli video because Bubba has a follow-up to this one. The real truth of why King Azuli was kicked out of the MMA event. Oh, brother.
Someone asked a funny question. They said, hey, King, who do you think would win in a fight? You or Ryan Garcia or you and Arman? And is that a serious question? Like, really, is that a serious question?
Not really, because we already knew who would win. And spoiler alert, it's not the motherfucker we're looking at right now.
I called out Andrew Tate. Doesn't want to fight me. I called out John Jones. The best fucking fighter of all times. I'll fight fucking Fedor. I'll fight anybody.
Welcome back to the Alpha.
Ben, I have one question. Why are you gay?
Male Universe. Now we're back again talking about the Princess Azule, okay? And recently a lot has gone down. Some people in the comment sections are saying this is a top 5 AMU moment. Basically, this chinless lame got kicked out of an MMA event that he was trying to project that he was running the show, that he was the biggest alpha in the room, and he basically got told to fuck off. Now we're going to talk all about it. I'm going to show a little bit of footage from a previous video just so you have some context, because we got the other side, the guys that kicked him out, and Azule's been talking a lot of shit. He's been saying something went down, when in reality, it didn't go in his favor. Now this video is all because of Trust here, Pigeon, who is a community member in the Bubba Discord, so thank you very much, brother, for sending me this footage. Really appreciate you guys. Alright, so let's get in the flow state and get this show on the fucking road.
Shame on you for even having the audacity to show your face. 15 years old and she was intoxicated. This is at King David MMA and Fight Circus calling him out. Yes, it ended up being very true. Look up his record online. King Azuli, you're fucking disgusting. Banned from any and all fight events. Good! Good, and while you're at it, ban him from the planet in general.
I'm recording just in case. I mean, that's a hell of an accusation. That is a hell of an accusation. Damn. I wonder if it's true.
So that was from the perspective of the manager of the event. Once they found out who Azule was, they immediately kicked him out. So a big shout out to those event managers for doing the right thing. Now, of course, Azule was upset. He got called out and someone commented saying, nice video of you getting ran out of the fights because everyone discovered your past. Clown face emoji. Now, of course, the chinless lame was upset. He replied by saying, LOL, you mean the guy felt threatened and ran to tell security he was worried for his safety because I walked right up to him and he pissed his pants. Laughing emoji. And then some other person stepped in saying, I was there, stop lying. And of course he is lying because we just all saw the footage. He didn't poop his pants. He didn't piss his pants. I don't know what he's talking about, right? So Azule says, no you weren't. That guy was scared to death. When I walked right up to him, low lives will always stay low lives. I love how this guy has broken grammar all throughout this sentence. And oh my gosh, this guy is dumb as hell, right? But apparently the dude that he had his pants being filled full of caca is an actual MMA fighter who may have fought in the UFC. So I find that hilarious that he is trying to say that he was running the show. Now we have a perspective from the guy himself who told Azule to fuck off.
So essentially, we punked a pervert at an MMA event. He got booted out, right? And in light of what's going on with the other files that are being redacted and not released and nobody, it's like, I feel like the tone of the community is like, let's start punking these people and not letting them just walk around in public. right? So that's kind of what happened.
So this is the long-term impact of these AMU videos, is that, long story short, awareness gets raised. We have fun, we joke on them, but a lot of people will usually ask me, bro, Azule is still making grifting videos. What do these even do? Like, what's the point of this bullshit? Well, we would have never had this event that went down if we never had videos like mine. I'm not saying that my videos are making massive change, but we're for sure part of the formula. We're for sure part of this movement. And then someone else trolled him.
Well, it's a starting point. Ideally, all of these people should be clowned into obscurity, and just, you know, just like stop the grift, stop the programs, just put the fries in the bag. That would be ideal, except for people like Azuli. Somebody like Azuli, somebody like Andrew Tate, somebody like Wes Watson. There should only be one destination for these type of people. The wood chipper!
Him saying, been to any MMA events lately you didn't get run out of? And then Azule, mad as hell, saying, I almost beat up a couple of guys, and we were 12 guys deep. So the guy went and said he's worried for his safety, and that I threatened him, so they asked me to leave. Little bitches.
Bro. Nobody thinks you're hard. Nobody thinks you're hard. Unless you're within walking distance of a high school.
Emotional, damn it! 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 Emotional, damn it!
Ugh.
Laughing emoji. I just don't understand the use of the word almost in this footage that you saw previously. There was no almost. There was no fighting. There was none of whatever he is describing. So let's hear from the event managers, the UFC fighter, for some further information.
So this pervert piece of crap showed up, and how did he get there?
I think King David and I were both in the same position. Like, we didn't know really what the hell was going on.
Yeah, so we should start at the beginning because a pervert pulled up to an MMA event, right? And unbeknownst to me, I didn't recognize this dude because I'm not in that sphere, right? I don't even know how...
Of course not, because you probably have actual testosterone in your system.
He got there.
I do.
Whoa, what? Maybe we should take it back to the thing.
The champ is here.
So, yeah, let's exonerate my guy right now.
There's a reason that I invited every single person that's sitting here
puzzle
today.
fits.
Yeah, so this pervert piece of crap showed up, and how did he get there? What was the whole night like?
Okay, so I'm gonna just say this. One, I get invited to a lot of things. I know a lot of people. I don't condone anything by anybody that I invite, but you know, sometimes people ask me for favors, and I go, oh yeah, I can figure this out. One of the guys from McGregor Sports hit me up. Good friend, I know that he works with McGregor. He was just doing the Canelo Crawford fight. Good kid. He goes, hey, I'm in Vegas. I'm with a few well-known people. Is it cool if I get some VIP tickets? I said, hey, sure. Let me see what I can do for you. I got him tickets. I didn't know who he was all bringing. So once he got there, it was him, Ben Azule, some other guys that have a podcast, and like 2 other people or something. I have no idea what's going on. All I know is that I handed them tickets. I walk in, I'm doing my thing. We were the presenting sponsor for the Tough Enough fight, so we were like the main sponsor there with Motion. I'm doing a million things that night. And once I come in, I see a little bit of a commotion happening, and that's where you guys can probably take it from there, because I don't even know what happened when he first walked in.
So I almost forgot to mention, be sure to check out the Bad Company Entertainment TV. That's where these clips are sourced from, and I just wanted to give credit where credit's due. Now, that is really funny that in reality, when I was thinking that it was maybe Azule who had a bunch of weird groupies meat riders, well, it turned out that Azule is the one who is meat riding, the one who is bouncing on it for some free tickets. That is so sad and pathetic that this guy is begging for free VIP tickets when he tries to portray himself as some like S-tier level celebrity. Man, this shit is just so hilarious and delusional when you peel back the layers and realize how insane this guy is. I know some people say it's rage bait, but I honestly think there is a theory that he is just a carpet cleaner that rents some vehicles, took a bunch of gear, and is LARPing as a famous fighter. I honestly think that's what's going on, and then add in the element that he has an S conviction on his record, and you get turned into a fucking swole cow.
I can see that. I can honestly see which we've known about that whole thing for a while now. The whole idea of him being a carpet cleaner who just LARPs as somebody who's wealthy and famous. But I can totally see that being a reality. I mean, why not? All of these guys rent their houses and rent their cars and pay models to make it appear as if they are wealthy and successful.
You might want to take your camera off that guy, and he's looking at me like, bro, I don't even know what's going on. I'm like, didn't you just hear what was going on, bro? There was a loud screaming of, did you sleep with... Well, and you know what I mean? That's exactly... I knew that that's kind of what happened, but like, when I was looking at Ben's story afterwards, I saw that he was coming... He's like, fight night, coming through the tunnel, right? Because the second he came through that tunnel, I saw the lights and I saw him, right? I don't have the best eyes, but he's he's very unique characteristics. He kind of looks like my man right here. Looks like my guy right here. And then I'm like, wait a second, no fucking way. And so I commenced to tell King David, I'm like, hey, bro. And he's like, what? Wait. he's like, whoa, who, what did he do? And then next thing I know, it just went off. He started popping off.
Okay, so first things first, we're at Tough Enough, which is a local MMA promotion, which in Las Vegas, you're going to get dozens and dozens and dozens of UFC fighters to the event. I train and I coach at Extreme Couture. PJ's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt who's fought professionally. Now, there's a whole fucking army of well-trained, dangerous men, professional MMA fighters, UFC stars behind me. But what this gentleman, the pervert who pulled up, didn't realize is that there's an army of dudes ready to jump over the banister, the barrier, the barricade, and stomp his head out, right?
Dude, literally the...
I wish they had. I wish they had, just so that he could actually learn what a real, genuine ass whooping feels like. And maybe it would knock some sense into his head to end the grift and just fuck off into obscurity for the rest of his life.
Princess doesn't realize how close he got to having his world completely ended that night. I mean, what a fool to talk such a massive game, to say that you would beat Ryan Garcia's ass, that you would beat up John Jones, and then he could have ended up in a situation where he was fighting like 20 UFC dudes. Man, he would have got cooked. That would have definitely been the #1 moment in the AMU. And I find it funny that the people on this show who are talking about this situation even think that the Princess is a strange looking guy. There's a reason why I say he has no chin. And you know what? Let's conclude by hearing some bullshit from him.
Anybody. If the money is right, I'll fight anybody. I stopped fighting because the money wasn't right. And someone asked me, how'd you switch up?
You never stopped fighting because you were never fighting to begin with. Fucking LARPer.
From looking like a bodybuilder to looking like a straight assassin. So quick. You know what?
Do not disrespect the legacy of Bruce Lee by striking that pose.
Why? Because I was bold.
Yeah, that's how we all feel after listening to that bullshit. That flop.
Why? Why do you do this? Why are you the dictionary definition of cringy, Ben? Why were you ground into powder and then made into ink to print in the dictionary the word cringe?
Shit. Well, that's gonna conclude this video, guys. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to smash that like button. Just leave a thumbs up. It really helps on the way out. And if you really enjoyed the video, then consider subscribing to this awesome community we have built here brick by brick. Swing on by the Discord, guys, and I'll see you in a future AMU episode. Until next time, guys. Later.
How is it every single day?
Oh, lordy. So we got a new Gara. This one popped up into my feed. Actually, when did this go up? 8 hours ago. So this video went up 8 hours ago. Whew. I don't know if you've heard about PlayStation's new DRM policy, but I wasn't planning on buying a PS4. I wasn't planning on buying a PS6, and this new DRM policy that Sony just put in place is only going to guarantee that I will not be buying their consoles even harder.
How is it every single day? The corporations always give me another good reason as to why I should stay permanently on PC and always encourage you guys at every single breathing, waking moment that I should drill into your heads that you should switch to PC. I'm not joking. Recently, some really dumb stuff decided to creep over into my desk, and sadly, I'm pretty much a little late to the party, and for very good reason, because you know what? This whole story has finally wrapped around this whole thing, and we finally got an explanation from PlayStation. Finally, after what, 5 days, PlayStation? Really? 5 days? So whatever reason, this is your first time actually hearing this, well, let me go ahead and just fill you in real quickly. Sony has decided to go into PlayStation's storefront and change one of its policies, specifically the DRM policy. Now get a load of this. Sony rolls out 30-day online DRM check-in for PlayStation digital games. Players could temporarily lose access if they don't keep their consoles online. And I thought to myself, okay, now Sony's not this bold. Sony's not really this stupid on a fucking, Friday or Thursday to pull this something stupid like this, right? I really thought. So you know what? I decided to check the sources myself, like a responsible person would do. And lo and behold, here's the source right here. Lance McDonald says, hugely terrible DRM has now been rolled out to all PS4 and PS5 digital games. Every digital game you buy now requires an online check-in every 30 days. If you buy a digital game and don't connect your console to the internet for 30 days, your license will be removed. And you know what? After I saw this happen, I was like...
I recall in 2013... after the Xbox One reveal event, the whole you having to keep your console always online, the bullshit DRM. After Don Matrick and his TV, the entire internet justifiably cooked Microsoft for that. And I vaguely recall PlayStation joining in on justifiably cooking Microsoft for that. Hey, PlayStation. Why don't you DRM my balls?
Like, okay, maybe there's some truth behind this. Maybe, because there's traction starting to show, there's many people going to ask PlayStation assistants or the chat support, whatever the hell you want to call it, asking them, hey, is this true? But we got multiple mixed reactions and answers from this, and I thought to myself, I'm going to wait for somebody to pick up their PlayStation 5 and test this out for themselves. Because let's be honest here for a second. Many people could go on the internet and say, oh, PlayStation's doing this, or Xbox is doing that, or Nintendo's doing that, without actually showing proof. And that's one of the major reasons as to why I waited to make this video. Well, I mean, in reality, a rant, because let's just be honest here for a quick second, it's not going to be in PlayStation's favor at all. So if it seems like I'm in PlayStation's favor, well, guess what? I'm really not. Because you know what? A YouTuber by name of Spawnwave over here decided to do a video on this and decided to take his Pro apart and take out the CMOS battery out of it. And, well, here's the results.
Flips that screw, battery comes right up, and that should now have reset our licenses. So now I just need to turn the system on, leave it disconnected from the internet, and we'll see if we can load up any of those newer games. All right, back to the dashboard. The time you can see is all messed up. It's supposed to be just after 4 p.m. Eastern, and it thinks it's 7 o'clock. You can see it's defaulted back to 2011, 12/31/2011, 7:01 p.m., which if I did connect to the internet...
2011? On a PS5? When the PS5 launched in 2020?
It would fix the date, the time, any of that. But with that in mind, let's see what happens here when we try to fire up Saint Slayer. And there you go. Can't use this content. Can't connect to the server. To verify your license, wait a while and then try again. Okay, so Saint Slayer does not work. Vampire Crawlers, same deal. Can't use this content. Can't connect to the server to verify your license. Okay, wait a while and try again. With that in mind, Crimson Desert, we could pick that up when once it came out, more than a month ago now. And we pick that guy. Yeah, looks like that one fires up no problem. Digital game. The whole idea is that this situation that's going on right now with the license check is not being retroactively applied. So any of your current digital games should not have this issue popping up. We can see offline, CMOS reset, the whole thing. The license is not broken for Crimson Desert. Okay, so let's go back, and I would like to check, if I could, Pragmata, although I have a little lock symbol on that guy. I do want to check Pragmata real quick to make sure. That one seems to load up fine as well. So as far as I can see right this second, those new games are affected, but any of the ones I've had already purchased, or a physical game, even one more recent like Pragmata, is not affected. But there is something I wanted to try, as this was also brought up. I want to see what happens if I go in and I fix the time manually. All right, because in some cases, licenses, especially if maybe they did something here, would still maybe need to see that it is like current year or at least somewhat within proximity of, okay, yeah, it's around the time that this game released. Well, I should be able to get, somewhat close, maybe not exact in terms of timing, but I should be able to get, let's see, we're 4, okay. So I have now fixed the date manually, you can see. Everything looks good there, so let's go back and we'll try to fire up, let's see, Saint Slayer. Still the same thing, okay.
And I thought to myself for a second, this can't be the end of fucking PlayStation stupidity in this situation.
Oh no, Gara. No. It always just when you think you've hit the apex of stupidity, just when you think you've hit the peak of retardation, there's always a greater mountain to climb.
There's no way, because PlayStation has been doing the dumbest shit ever since the start of the generation of the PS5, okay? Like, here's the thing that I actually do believe that was real, and that
PlayStation has been cooked since Jim Ryan took over and kicked out Shuhei Yoshida.
And today it was actually confirmed to be real. I'm copying and pasting from someone on Twitter, so basically the system issues a temporary 30-day license for the said digitally purchased title once the 14-day refund window closes. That license is revoked and replaced by a permanent one. This has been implemented since 2020. After 5 days of absolute chaos on Twitter, PlayStation, fanboys running damage control for this absolutely stupid idea.
If you're running damage control for this, you sincerely are an actual, you're a legitimate moron. There's no planet in any, there is not one planet in not one solar system where implementing this is defensible.
First place, which, mind you, it's really stupid, and I'm going to have that content out real soon. It's just, as we're currently speaking, on Twitter, I am Well, let's just say I've really, really pissed these people off. But that's not the point right now. What the point is right now is that Sony and PlayStation have finally made a little comment about the situation after 5 fucking days. After remaining silent, SIE sent an official statement to North American outlet GameSpot on the 29th, local time. SIE clarified, as an initial one-time online check is required to verify the license, but no further verification is needed thereafter. Players can continue to access and play their purchased games just as they always have. The Japanese outlet Famitsu also received a similar response from SIE on the 30th. In response to Famitsu inquiry, SIE stated, "The way you access games purchased from the store has not changed, and you can continue to enjoy them as you always have. While an online connection is required once after purchase is to authenticate the game license, no further authentication is necessary." Now, as I think about this right now, the only reason I could actually think PlayStation actually doing this type of thing with DRM implemented into their system is for one factor and one factor only, is because people would be downloading the games from their server, downloading it to their PlayStation, and then spreading it to the other systems to where other people could play it. You know, piracy, you know, that type of stuff that's kind of like illegal to do. Yeah, that type of stuff.
If that is the case, then they're fucking stupid, because that's in no way is that gonna curb piracy. That is in no way is that going to curb gaming piracy. It's only going to make the pirates even bolder, and they're going to keep trying again and again and again. Remember how Nintendo was beating their chests about how the Switch 2 was crack-proof? Oh, we have the strongest anti-piracy measures built into the Switch 2, and it was cracked and ready for emulation in not even 12 hours after launch. Not even 12 hours. That fucker was cracked. Piracy is a service problem. It's like Gabe Newell said, if you want to curb piracy, you have to provide a service that is better than what the pirates are offering. It's a service problem. So, yeah. It amazes me that absolutely nobody wants to look at what Valve is doing and being like, hey, we should do that because it seems to be working very well for them.
But here's one, and then what they would do is that they would refund the product after spreading it all around. But here's a huge problem with that. That does not make sense. See, on PlayStation's website, their refund policy, well, if you download the fucking game, that invalidates the refund. So here's my question.
Which is also fucking retarded. They should do like Steam's refund policy, where if you've played the game for if you've got less than 2 hours worked into it, it's eligible for a refund. Or if you have, or if it's been in your library for, I think the minimum for Steam is like 2 weeks, and it's still eligible for a refund.
Question to PlayStation. How the fuck are these people getting around your guys' refund policy when you clearly can see it on your guys' end that they downloaded this shit? Where is the reasoning and logic for implementing some DRM like this in the first place? Like, I understand you want to protect your guys' product, but this is the dumbest fucking way I've ever seen it in my life. Like, I'm not joking at all. Like, I don't know what the reasoning or logic behind it is, because it's not logicking at all. And here's another thing that just makes me scratch my head in this situation too. The 14-day validation. Do I need to log in consistently every single day for 14 days in order to gain that license? Or is it after 14 days, then I just log in and collect that license? Like, so, no, seriously, Sony, you've done another half-assed job trying to explain this whole situation to everybody. Second, Why is this even implemented in the first place? We gave you our fucking money, our credit card information, our banking information.
Because it's another form of implementing control over everybody who buys their shit. Again, another reason why I'm pretty much sticking to PC. And even then, like 90% of my game time at this point is through emulators.
And our personal information too, ranging from our fucking names to our addresses. Do you know? Here's another thing too. It just makes me go like, okay, you know what? You're starting to annoy the fuck at me at this point. After collecting all of our information in order to buy said product, why aren't you guys giving us the license in the first place? Now it just seems that you're making it more and more difficult for us to enjoy our games, no matter if we're online or offline in the first place. Do you understand that you took money out of my fucking banking account, took my legal name and my legal address in order to purchase something off of your guys' fucking platform in the first place? Nothing makes sense at all. But Gara, they need to protect their products. There's many other fucking ways that they can actually protect their products. And bit of a spoiler alert too, this is one of the most terrible ways of fucking doing it. Because you know what? I see it all online. People pirating PS5 games across the fucking internet all the fucking time. But PlayStation, okay, just hear me out real quickly. But PlayStation wants to go after you guys and slam you guys with the DRM. It's not like you can't create multiple accounts, buy multiple games, refund the games, and let the cooldown go for the refund times. Oh no, we definitely can't get around PlayStation's little bullshit DRM. Oh yeah, no, trust me, it doesn't take a fucking rocket science to figure this dumb shit out. And if the people that were pirating these games were being really smart in this situation, what they would do is just wait for one of PlayStation's exclusives to come out publicly, download the fucking game, get it right to a fucking hard drive, disconnect it from their PlayStation, say to Sony, I want a refund for this game, get their money back, and then just wait for the next exclusive to come out. And let's be honest here, their push for their exclusives lately for the PlayStation brand has been like, what, 2 to 3 a fucking year for their console? Yeah.
And let's be real, Sony hasn't put out a first-party game worth of drizzling shit in a very long time. In a long, long time. I think Sony, honestly, I think PlayStation peaked. I might... I might show my age a little bit with this, but I think PlayStation peaked with the PS2. The PS1 and the PS2 was peak PlayStation. PS3, yeah, the PS3 era had some good games. Uncharted, Infamous, Metal Gear Solid 4. But now it's just... Honestly, from the late PS3 era into the PS4 era, it's like they've pretty much slammed into a brick wall.
Congratulations, PlayStation. You're only punishing your fucking consumers over here versus the fucking pirates that actually want to rip you off. Congratulations. Fucking multi-billion bullying... I'm so fucking pissed off. I'm really fucking up right now. A multi-billion-dollar company can't even fucking figure it out, but a dude who fucking sits in his office late at fucking night can easily think of these things right on the fucking fly. Jesus fuck. Fire the people at fucking PlayStation. They don't know what the fuck they're doing at all.
Yeah, you already got rid of Jim Ryan. Now get rid of fucking... get rid of Herman Hulse. Bring back Shuhei Yoshida, David Jaffe, the people who built the PS1, PS2 era PlayStation. And while you're at it, fire Neil Druckmann and bring back Amy Hennig. Maybe then we can get another Uncharted sequel, finally. Took a bit to eat and record my next Leon bit. Now waiting for Lily to record Grace's next part. Hey, you're good, Kaysen. That's what the VOD is for.
But you know what, though? I find this even funnier, though, that they actually came out and confirmed the DRM. But there's been a bigger brewing situation from a journalist called Jason Schreider, or whatever the fuck you want to say is that loser's name is. Yeah, guess what? There was a report going around that saying that PlayStation wasn't going to put their exclusives anymore on fucking PC. Guess what got confirmed first? The DRM. And it's been almost a month that Jason Schreider made that claim that PlayStation was going to take their first-party exclusives off of PC. I see where PlayStation's priorities are right now. And boy, oh boy, it's going to be a fun time when I see a first-party exclusive story mode, basically, come to PC and watch these PlayStation fanboys absolutely melt and freak out. It's going to be something glorious, I tell you, fam. And you know what?
Give us native backwards compatibility on PS5. If it can be done on PC, it can be done on PS5. Yeah. If it could be... Yeah. Honestly, we all know where PlayStation's priorities are right now, and it's not in the consumer.
Exposed, 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 exposed.
Just glad you can finally play MGS4. Hell yeah, dude. Oh, dude, you're gonna have a blast, dude. Metal Gear Solid 4 is so fucking insane. You are gonna love it, dude. Oh, by the way, brace yourself because the ending cutscene is like 70 minutes long. After you defeat, you can buy it individually. Yeah, after you beat Ocelot in the game's like final boss battle, the final cutscene is a full hour and 10 minutes long. No playthrough then? Not from you, at least.
I'm pretty much done. I'm going to go ahead and work on that fanboy video, the PlayStation fanboy ones. Just races.
No wonder it's so long to fucking port. Dude, the game is like 15 hours long, and at least like 10 or 11 of those hours is cutscenes at least.
Accepting the DRM, you know. I'm gonna go ahead and work on it. I know this video is probably close to like 14 to 15 minutes.
I'm probably over exaggerating that, but it is a very actually. Holy shit!
Exposed, 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 exposed. You are exposed.
What the fuck, Kojima? Turn off. No, you know what? You know what, Casey? Just for that, the next time, I'm just gonna let the whole fucking thing run. I'm just gonna let the whole thing run.
I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. So if you guys appreciate this type of content and really want to see that fanboy video, well, please leave a like and comment in the comment section. Always a pleasure to talk to you guys. And hey, you know what? If you want to see more of my content and you know what's coming, well, subscribe to the channel because I'll definitely have more. But besides that, fam, thank you very much for watching.
I like that in small servings. That's what she said.
And I truly appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Later, guys.
Listen.
All right.
Turn around.
All right. Now we've got some new donut operator on here. Whew, yeah.
You're not even close to house. Don't grab anything. Yeah, I'm grabbing. Hey, don't grab anything.
Hi everyone, Donut here. Today we're going to go over an incident in Hobo Poo Poo Pee Pee Doo Doo Town, California, where we have an entire firing squad, basically a firing line of LAPD officers unloading on one of its residents.
I was shooting. I did a lot of shooting.
You might have heard a couple of these stories or seen a couple of these videos. As I told you guys, I was a little bit busy planning and getting married. Today we've also got footage from an insane leg sweep I don't think I've seen before. And
Holy shit.
We've also got footage from an insane leg sweep I don't think I've seen before.
You can almost... Donut, please include an edit of like the slide whistle sound when she goes down. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you've heard this sound effect in cartoons before. You've heard it. Or something along those lines.
And I've seen a lot of leg sweeps.
Let's see. That was the equivalent to opening an M&M Minis container, but when you pour, you get a hot dog instead.
Stick around, but first, a word from our sponsor. If you're up to your eyes in debt, you might want to stick around for this next sponsor. That's right, PDS Debt. Once upon a time, I was fresh out of the Navy, a single father, and up to my eyes in debt. I wish that there was a customized solution to help me get out of all of that so I could have treated my son and myself a little bit better. We didn't have PDS Debt back then. Whether you're struggling with credit cards, personal loans, or even medical bills, PDS Debt has customized options just for you. They go beyond the numbers to understand your unique financial situation and craft a personalized plan just for you. One of my favorite parts is there is no minimum credit score required. They're here to help.
Guys, I broke Chris's back carrying these streams.
You save more, pay off your debt faster, and put money where it belongs, back in your pocket. PDS Debt is A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau, has thousands of 5-star reviews on Google, and holds a 5-star rating on Trustpilot. Why is that? Because PDS Debt has helped hundreds of thousands of people get out of debt. Don't keep ignoring those bills piling up. Every month you wait costs more in interest and fees. It only takes 30 seconds to get a personalized debt assessment at pdsdebt.com/donut. The best time to start was yesterday. The second best is right now. That's pdsdebt.com/donut. All right, let's kick things off with one of the most perfectly executed leg sweeps in policing history. March 17, 2026, Columbus, Ohio, around 7:20 p.m. Police are called out to an apartment complex.
Oh, God. Too bad it couldn't have been Akron, Ohio, and it couldn't have been Chance Wilkins that they're arresting. But then again, he never leaves his attic, so a man can only dream at this point.
After a woman reports that 2 other women are outside her door trying to kick it in over Facebook drama. You know, and here I was back in high school with people trying to kick in my door over not putting them on my MySpace Friends Top 8. If you're f***ing old like me, you'll remember those things. We used to be a proper country. According to police, the caller of all this Facebook drama...
I cannot believe MySpace is actually still a thing. It's still around. It's nowhere near what it used to be, but it is still around somehow. It's a fucking zombie.
Said one of the women threatened to shoot her. So when officers get there, they are not rolling up expecting a calm little neighborhood misunderstanding. Officers spot the 2 women trying to leave the complex in an SUV and conduct a traffic stop. Since dispatch included that threat about a gun, the officers approached, not really fucking around.
Shut up! Driver! Exit the vehicle facing away from us!
Face away! Face away! Hey, face away! What's that?
This is what we call a...
Grayson punched a kid for insulting Lily today. I'm proud. Did he now? Damn it. Did he? I gotta add that to the soundboard sometime, or to the clips file sometime. I keep forgetting to.
A felony traffic stop. Regular traffic stop, officer goes to their car. Felony traffic stop, they're coming to you.
Kid shoved him and then did it, so the school can't do anything as it was self-defense. Lily is fiercely arguing that. Hey, I believe you. I believe you, and I don't blame her at all for it.
Don't know if they got a gun, but we heard they got a gun. Felony traffic stops sometimes hurt people's feelings. I really don't give a shit. Basically, what we're gonna do is get everyone out of the vehicles and have them walking backwards to the sound of your voice, cuff them, figure out what's going on. Get the being detained part out of the way. Now, from here, this is where the whole thing gets very controversial. The woman is backing up towards the officer, and while he is trying to take her into custody, she starts telling him not to grab her. I'm sorry, honey, but you just told someone you were going to shoot them over Facebook. You're going into cuffs. Then in one clean motion, he hits her with a leg sweep that was technically impressive as hell.
I ain't got no questions. Don't grab me. Don't grab me like that. Why are you doing that to me? Why are you doing me like that?
I mean, her center of gravity was already somewhere around her ankle, so that sweep was devastating.
It looked like she slipped on a banana peel. If I was there, I'd be making store-bought a homemade pizza because he thinks a store-bought one tastes poopy. I mean, he probably isn't wrong, but I'm used to frozen pizzas at this point, so it's like...
Second woman is taken into custody without incident, and according to police, officers later saw shoe prints on the apartment door that matched the original call about the two women trying to kick it in. Both women were charged with aggravated menacing. As for the takedown itself, that's what triggered an investigation. The inspector general opened up a probe into whether the officer's use of force was within policy. It looks bad without any context, and I'm pretty sure I saw this video spreading around online where they said the cops didn't have to do that, but it also happened in a situation officers had reason to treat seriously. You got two people trying to commit a...
Jack's changed the sausage recipe? Well, your first problem is buying Jack's Pizza in general. Like, I never go for anything less than a Tombstone, a Red Baron, or a DiGiorno myself.
Home invasion saying they're going to shoot someone. The kids' gloves were kind of taken off at that point. So depending on how you look at it, this is either a textbook way to put somebody on the ground fast, or a textbook example of using more force than the moment called for. You guys, let me know what you think about this. Alright, now for the next one, and it's going to irritate you. A man responsible for the fatal shooting of an NYPD detective during a traffic stop has been found not guilty of first-degree murder. I think that we're talking about New York every single video now because the headlines get wilder and wilder. Thanks, Mom Donnie. Let me say that again. The dude was found not guilty of first-degree murder. Now, this all started with what should have been a simple traffic stop. Officers pull the vehicle over and it turns into a shooting that leaves one detective dead and another officer wounded. And the guy responsible for the shooting, he's not new to any of it. He's had over 20 prior arrests, including gun charges. So we're not talking about someone who just suddenly snapped one day. This is someone who has been in and out of the system over and over again that should have never been free to do any of this. Now, when the verdict comes back, it's mixed. A mixed verdict on a dude that just straight up murdered a police officer who's a felon. A million-time felon.
Yeah, a million-time felon who just killed a fucking police officer, and case, and he's still free because Zoran Mondani is a fucking retard. Well, New York City, If you want to know why your cops aren't going to be willing to do their jobs and why so many are walking off the job in your city, you could thank the Muslim communist mayor that you fucking voted for. It's like that lady who was shot dead for hurting a child's face with a knife. Well, at least she got what she deserved for assaulting that kid. Nothing of value was lost, but she had prior incidents. Yeah, that's. If I remember correctly, I could be completely wrong, but I think in her case she had been deemed too incompetent to stand trial, which is, I can't tell if that line of reasoning is oxymoronic or just plain moronic. If you're too incompetent to stand trial, you're too incompetent to walk amongst the public. I don't believe that bullshit. It is. Neither do I. Our entire justice system is fucked, and it needs to be gutted and hard to reset from the inside out. If you're guilty, you're guilty. Mental capacity, regardless. Exactly. 110,000%.
In this verdict, he's convicted of aggravated manslaughter, attempted murder of another officer, and multiple weapons charges. So yes, he is still facing serious time. He could get life in prison, hopefully. But the issue people have with this is the charge that didn't stick. Because when someone shoots and kills a police officer during a traffic stop, people expect the top charge to land. So yeah, people are going to have some strong opinions about it. We'll see what happens at the sentencing, I guess. As of right now, this is one of those cases. It's got a lot of people asking, how is this not first-degree murder? What do I know? Now for the main story. We're heading...
Because Mum Donnie's retarded. Only time I give a pass is if an autistic or cognitively disabled person is set up unfairly. That should be the best way to go.
Going over to Los Angeles, where a late-night convenience store turns into a firing line real quick. March 7th, 2026, Los Angeles, California, around 11:15 p.m. Officers are dispatched to a convenience store after multiple calls come in about a woman inside acting erratic, just throwing items from behind the counter at customers and causing a scene.
Lady up in there came in, is right behind the counter, came and took cigarette, opened smoking, and he has a knife, he have scissors with him.
Now during that call, the situation gets upgraded pretty quickly. The caller says the woman may be armed, possibly with a knife and even scissors. So at this...
what did I say about the... when you said you only give a pass if it's an autistic or cognitively disabled person is set up unfairly, I haven't seen many cases where that happens, but I fully believe it does happen. And I'm just saying I'm with you on it.
At this point, officers are not walking into a normal crackhead being a crackhead disturbance. They're walking into a situation with weapons involved. So a total of 6 officers respond at first. The body cam picks up with the first 2 arriving and entering the store. And right away, you can tell this isn't going to be a calm conversation. She's standing behind the counter like she owns the place, not listening, not complying, just completely unfazed by the fact that police are right in front of her. One of the officers pulls out his taser and tells her she's going to get tased if she doesn't comply. And let's see her response.
Go outside. Go outside.
Turn around.
Turn around.
You're gonna get tased. It's gonna hurt really bad.
I sure will.
I sure will. Okay, she's prepared, following by her insisting these officers aren't even real cops.
Okay.
Listen.
No, you listen.
Turn around.
You're
or
not
you're
even real
gonna get
cops.
tased. Yeah.
Okay?
Are you sure about that? Just immediately straight to denial? Just deny that the cops have any presence or authority in this room? Why is donut operator dressed like Constantine? Damn, I didn't even catch that. Just ignore the cops' authority. Just oh, you're not even real cops. That's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for her.
All right.
Who's your authority? Who is?
Dude.
Oh no.
It's me.
Oh no, don't tell me she's one of those sovereign citizen types.
Hey, can you just stay on her?
which is usually not a great sign that this is about to go smooth.
Huh. Damn, Case, and I didn't even catch that. My shit-eating grin with the tasers pulled out. I mean, who doesn't love a good tasing?
So now the officers decide to close distance and move behind the counter to take her into custody, and this is the moment everything changes.
Hey, we don't hurt your dog.
Hey, don't grab anything.
Yeah, I'm grabbing it. Hey.
One of the officers gets around the counter on her side and she reaches into a bag and pulls out a gun. For a split second, it almost looks like she's not fully committed to what she's about to do, but then she brings it down and points it right at the cops. Yeah, like 6 cops, which we can see a little better from one of the officers in front of her.
Listen to me. Okay, listen. We're just trying to talk. Listen, hey. Listen, hey.
Don't grab anything.
Don't reach for anything.
Hey, don't grab anything.
And the second that happens, you already know what happened.
Don't grab anything.
Don't reach for anything.
Hey, don't grab anything.
From this view, you can clearly see all the officers reacting at the same time, and it's a hell of a reaction. Gun comes out, hesitation for a split second, then once it's pointed towards them, everyone engages. There's no guessing here. She pulls it out, raises it, and starts aiming.
When would you learn that your actions have consequences? Apparently she did not qualify. She did not graduate from the Leering Center. That poor dog, man.
Second that firearm is pointed in the direction of officers, that's when this turns from a chaotic situation into a deadly force situation. Officers fire, striking her. It'd be crazy if no one hit her. She goes down, and immediately after, officers move in, secure the scene, and start rendering aid.
It must have been suicide by cop then.
Taken into custody and transported, but somehow later died from her injuries. Good news though, no officers or bystanders were hurt. It turns out the gun she had, of course, was a pellet gun. But, and this is important, there is no way for officers to know at that moment. The totality of these circumstances were gun. Cops didn't know it wasn't a real gun. They're not about to stop and say, hey, look, try that over here, little missy. Let me see what's that. When you slow it down and look at it, it's just one of those situations where everything happens in about a second. And that 1 second can be the difference between getting shot in the face or shooting the other person in the face. Well, that's all I have for you fine people today. I'm still giving away R2FU. This sexy guy right here, still giving him away.
I guess we won't know. Hopefully the dog is fine. I hope the dog is fine. And is with a new owner that is actually... And is with a new owner who's not completely fucking cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
You gotta do is purchase Donut Operator merch on Bunker Branding. Every $5 you spend gets you an entry. And we got a lot of cool merch up there right now. Sorry for those of you who have been enjoying Crime is Fun, my new YouTube channel. Like I said, I kinda had to go get married. If you want to help the support channel in other ways, just go to donutoperator.com, check out all my YouTubes and social media. Until next time, please have a fantastic day.
Alright. We got another Bubba video. This 19-year-old alfalfa male, Brad Skiffington. Donut gets married after I get divorced. Coincidence? I think not! Yeah, isn't it funny how that works? It is... Life is full of hilarious little things like that. It's not hilarious that you just got a. It's not hilarious that you got a divorce, but it is It is hilarious that you get that one person ends their relationship and Cody makes a massive step in his own relationship. Oh. So this is Brad Skiffington. We may or may not have featured him on the show. after Andrew Tate, Ben Azuli, and Wes Watson, and Vincent Fisher, all these alfalfa males kind of blur together for me. Oh god! Oh good lord!
Nobody hates you more than the people that wish they had the same balls that you do. Because it's so easy to talk.
That wish they had the same what?
Do more than the people that wish they had the same balls that you do.
Pause. That wish they had the same balls as you? What? What?
I need some alone time so I can think about my past and some of the poor choices I've made. And so you can take off in there. Yeah, maybe take off in here too.
What?
Because it's so easy to talk online. It's so easy to go in the comment section, like people's comments. But let me see you come online. Tell me your story.
Welcome back to the Alpha Male universe. Now, I usually do in the last episode type thing, right, with the intro, but it's been so long since we last checked in with Brad Skippington, a hometown favorite here in the AMU.
I'm gonna step away before I play Kurt Cobain's Simulator. Oof.
I figured I'm just gonna straight up just show some new footage. I can't believe that this goober is still grifting. This guy, if you have no idea who he is, he's basically one of Wes Watson's disciples who decided at the age of 18 that he was gonna get the side of his head tattooed. Yikes, man. So you know what? Let's buckle
Gay
up and get this show on the road.
Can I ask God to bless your business and not prepare for it? I got one of these haters that messes me today. My biggest fan from the look of it, right? But these things are going to happen. People are so afraid to start your business. People are so afraid to post online because you know why? Because they're afraid of other people's opinions.
Alright, it's been several months since we last checked in with Mr. You Love Me, Brad Skippington, right? This grifter is going to be doing grifting things.
Okay. Is it just me, or does he look like one of the thumb men from Spy Kids? Like, that's all I'm just... Through the symmetry in his neck and the shape of his head, he looks like... He looks like one of those... I can't remember what they're called. I think they were called thumb-thumbs. He looks like a thumb-thumb from the movie Spy Kids.
Things, but he has changed the way he sounds 100%. I swear he used to sound a little bit different. I'm not gonna roast anyone for a lisp or their accent, anything like that. I think those things are off limits, right? But this guy, he's starting to sound like a Conor McGregor knockoff. I swear bro is switched up with how he talks.
Because they're afraid of other people's opinions. No matter what you do in life, people are going to talk. But you cannot...
He has to look down here real quick to check his script.
Ask God to bless your business and not prepare for it. You better be prepared for people to talk about you. You better be prepared for people to make videos about you. You better be prepared for people to call you a scammer. And just look at it. Read it. You can tell he's my #1 fan. Because what are you hating on me for? It's crazy that people hate on someone that I personally do not know. Ain't that weird? A grown-ass man hating on another grown-ass man that they don't know?
Alright, so watch me hate on another grown-ass man real quick. So Brad Skippington wants to talk about how he has a business. What is bro's business? Like, legitimately, what is his business? He is currently still living with his mom, which is okay because most people at 18, 19 years old are still living with their parents, you know? Working a job, learning something, going to school, it's alright. But in Brad Skippington's case, I'm gonna roast the shit out of him. You wanna know why? Because this guy is literally a life coach. What is little bro gonna be teaching people? I mean, holy shit. There's a reason why people hate on this guy. And let's check out some more footage.
I feel like there should be a certain, like, minimum age bracket for becoming a life coach. And that minimum age bracket should be about 50. I think once you reach 50, that is a pretty good age where you've been around for long enough that you can teach somebody a thing or two. before you reach 50, just don't even bother.
Pretty boys will not save you if you were drowning. If you and your pretty boy were on a yacht, a boat, whatever the fuck you want to call it, for instance, and you fell over the boat, and you needed someone to come and save you, who the fuck would you call first? Would you call a muscular man like myself? Or would you call your pretty boy to come and save you? While you're drowning, he's on his phone looking at his hair, make sure his hair is perfect.
Why do you sound fruitier than an apple orchard, my guy?
Because if you're not in shape, if you're skinny, especially if you wear skinny jeans that's not tailored, and you got a fucking mushroom head, and you're wearing that hockey cap on backwards, you're not a fucking man, you're a pussy. Because these women out here are looking for pretty boys. Pretty boys will not save you if you were drowning.
So it's actually been a couple of days since I last recorded this video, and I forgot how much nausea someone may get from watching that clip. Holy shit. Little bro's brain is so small he cannot think of the next word he wants to say. How many cuts can you possibly have in a TikTok reel? I mean, Jesus Christ, okay? So he wants to rant about the pretty boys.
This shit's choppier than at any given action sequence for Resident Evil: The Final Chapter.
Well, wouldn't this guy fall in the same camp? Now, I know everyone has a different definition of what certain things are, but a pretty boy to me is someone who goes after a certain look. They want the whole world to know that they look that way. They're over-focused on it. It's something they obsess about, right? And Brad Skiffington, he shaves his head every single day, so he has that hard, convicted felon look like his daddy, Wes Watson. And on the side of his head, he wants the world to see that he is tatted up. He's a real one. Don't mess with him. So I have no idea why he is bashing on these guys, and it's such a random scenario, such a random example. I have no idea how this guy even comes up with the things he says, but he is living with his mama all day, and he doesn't actually have a job or go to school, so he has plenty of free time on his hands.
Nobody hates you more than the people that wish they had the same balls that you do.
I still can't get over the... I can't get over that fucking sentence. I can't get over it, and it's driving me insane. Who, on what planet, in what solar system does that sound like a sentence that makes the tiniest smidgen of sense?
Because it's so easy to talk online, it's so easy to go in the comment section, like people's comments, but let me see you come online, tell me your story, and see how interested people will be. Because it's not the conversation.
Why is it so easy to be a fake fuck for social media? Why, more importantly, why does social media incentivize being a fake fuck?
And that draws people attention. It's the person.
They wish they had the same balls as Brad Skiffington. I'm pretty sure no one's saying that, but you know what? I want to be transparent with the community or anyone who has possibly stumbled upon this random alpha male video, right? Brad Skiffington's grift is that his father passed away, okay? And you know what? Understandably, that is sad, okay? That's going to have a very large emotional impact on someone. That doesn't mean that's the justification for you to grift as a life coach at the age of 18 or 19 years old. Like, that's just dumb and it's pathetic. And I know some people may say, damn, you're an asshole. I don't give a fuck. Yes, I am. Yes, I'm mean, but I'm just being truthful. My father is going to pass away eventually. Does that mean that gives me the justification to say, oh yeah, I'm going to go and become a alpha male? Fuck no, right?
If I tried going in a trajectory similar to Brad Skiffington or Wes Watson, my father, who was cremated after he passed away, would legitimately rise out of his ashes and travel all the way to Cape Girardeau just to whoop my ass on live. And I would deserve every ounce of it.
Hey, so just miss me with all that bullshit. Brad Skiffington will always claim that. If you ever try to criticize him, that is what he's going to bring up. But let's hear him out some more.
That draws people attention. It's the person. It's the confidence. But let me tell you something. This confidence never came out of nowhere. Because I once was a guy that got bullied in school because I was speak. I once was a guy that got bullied in school because I looked. But let them hate, dog. Because they wish they had the same confidence you do. They wish. But let me tell you something.
I doubt they're even thinking about you. I'm pretty sure everybody who used to make fun of you for your lisp, for the lisp that you used to have, for the way you talk, for the way you look. I'm pretty sure they moved on to doing something else, like something productive, like getting a degree or getting a job or starting a business. I'm pretty sure they're doing something with their lives, and you're just sitting here coping and seething on the internet and LARPing as some kind of life coach, when in reality, you haven't lived a life worth coaching about.
Confidence, it don't start in a comment selection. Remember that one.
Alright, let's address the elephant in the room, because every single time I make a Brad Skippington video,
And life experience that warrants becoming a life coach doesn't start with getting beat up and wedgied in the parking lot behind the high school.
I'll occasionally get a comment or two that says, man, why'd you make a video roasting him? He's obviously sped. Okay, he's not. His accent is different, alright? But there is nothing like that with this guy. He wants to claim that he was bullied in high school, but there are people who have commented from his hometown who claim the contrary. They claim that this guy was the one who was mean and weird to others in school.
Oh, so you were the guy who was doing the beating up and the wedging behind the school. So I really don't like you.
Someone is from Newfoundland who knows Brad Skippington, I'll pin your comment to the top if it appears to be legitimate, so we can set the record straight about this guy. But I just wanted to say that because that's another thing that's going to be talked about every single time a Brad Skippington video comes out. They're going to say, oh man, this is not fair play, man. Nah, it is. Okay, so let's move on.
So many people, bro, that bees online are promoting shit that they're not doing. For example, if you're the type of guy that say, I don't talk to women, they're a distraction. But then, if I tell you to open up your DMs, and your DMs are full of fucking chicks, like there's nothing.
Could you imagine being checkmated by Brad Skippington? Like this guy just walks up to you, absolutely mogs you, and tells you open up your Instagram right now, and you have to show all of the skonkas you have been clapping. I mean, what is this? One thing I will say about Brad Skippington is that he's damn entertaining because he is so ridiculous in every video that he makes, because he is 100% always being serious.
And your DMs are full of fucking chicks. Like, there's nothing wrong with
seriously retarded
talking to women. There's not. But what is wrong though? You're trying to hook up with women, and you chasing pleasure over purpose. That's the issue. Not talking to women. What's the issue is hooking up with women. That's distractions. That's the issue, my guy.
I swear, last time that we were talking about Brad Skippington here in the AMU, in the Alpha Male universe, I swear he was bragging about how many women he was getting. So maybe he got denied by some Brickell Miami baddie, and now he's decided to say, if I can't hook up, then no men can hook up. And also, what about this, Brad? Because I know you're going to watch this video. What if it's the guy's purpose to clap cheeks? Then isn't he combining his pleasure and his purpose together? So how about that, you lame?
Imagine you gotta be so insecure that you gotta mock my accent. I don't know you as a person, but it feels so fucking corny.
That the spelling of that comment at the top of the screen is legitimately giving me a headache. Dude, don't all modern phones come equipped with a spell checker or an autocorrect? Did you have one of your boyfriends type this message so you would have something to respond to in an AMA, you disingenuous weirdo?
And cringe. They gotta mock somebody's accent because you're so insecure. If you think my accent is bad, you should live in Newfoundland. Unless you already do, because I don't know you personally.
This is exactly what I'm talking about. The reason why he sounds the way he does is because he's from Newfoundland, okay? Well, I want to say this, okay? This is a question to the audience, and if you're already watching this long, then you probably have an interest in learning about Brad Skippington. Maybe you want to comment down below or not, but this is a question for you to think about. Talking about the ethics of the AMU, roasting these people, okay? Should it also include even making fun of the way they speak, the way they talk? Because a lot of people are going to say these dudes are scammers, these dudes are grifters, they're ruining ruining people's lives. So, you know what? They should take it all, every insult hurled at them, okay? And I can understand why someone would have that position. Now, I'm not going to make fun of the way Brad Skiffington sounds, right? I just think it's a low blow. I think it's too easy, and I could go for other things, right? Like the head tattoo on the side of his head. But I wanted to propose that to you. Maybe you're driving, just think about it, okay? Maybe you're folding some laundry, because it's a genuine question here in the alpha male universe.
You should live in Newfoundland. Unless you already do, because I don't know you personally. Man, why are you mocking other people's accent? Is it because I'm more confident than you? Or is it because you're just insecure? And you were just having a bad day, so you gotta take your anger out on somebody else. But man, it's so funny that not only you, a lot of you motherfuckers are like that. You gotta mock somebody else.
I've never understood this whole, oh, we're gonna put up a negative comment on the screen and we're gonna totally own you, and it's like, you're the one who's insecure, and it's like, fucker, you're the one who's insecure for responding to it! When you respond to trolls, you enable trolls. You feed trolls. But you're too fucking stupid to understand that. And you're too insecure to let shit slide. I'm tired, boss.
Because you're just insecure. Straight up.
I highly doubt that the guy who made fun of Brad Skiffington is insecure. It's a total cop-out, counter-argument. But there is, oddly, a certain group of people who troll this dude on a daily basis. Like, Brad Skiffington got featured in the AMU, got picked up by the Saints Mafia and various other channels, and now he has people that troll him. So, you know what? You don't want to get clowned on, then don't become an alpha male. And if you enjoyed this video, then please be sure to smash that like button. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. Check out the other videos, swing on by the Discord, and maybe consider subscribing to this awesome community. Catch you later.
Oh, so that's that's all I've got so far. What is this thing that Kaysen sent me?
Kill him.
I need you inside me.
Of course.
We do not grant you the rank of master.
This is outrageous. I'm going to kill Batman in childbirth.
Okay. Is this gonna get the stream blocked? Got a content warning on my roast from last week. Oh! Okay, is this gonna get the stream blocked, or... I hope not.
I feel kind of funny. Like, haha, funny.
Brother. Okay. Well, it was an idea, and I will not fault you for that. That's okay, bro. It's alright. It's alright, Kaysen. Here we go. Here we go. Let's cap off the stream with one of Kai's videos. Cyrax. Yeah, there we go, Kaysen. Cyrax pretends to know business. Oh my lord. This is, oh boy.
My friends, what's going on, everyone? My name is Kai. Welcome to my channel, Life of Kai. Really appreciate
Kai.
you being here.
What's going on, everyone? I hope you're well. Okay, so today we are going to continue to laugh at Cyrax. Today, he's got a good business deal for us. You all know that Cyrax is an unbelievably smart and wise businessman, so let's see what he's got cooking up today. Guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. Really appreciate it. Drop me a comment. I try to like and heart all of the comments that come in, and I will pin the funniest one. Let's get right into this.
Fuck you, Chance! Did he shave? Oh my god. The last several videos I've watched of Kai roasting Chance, he had that fucking azalea bush on his jawline. I guess he shaved because this is the second video in a row I've seen Kai do where Chance has no beard. Oh my lord, Chance, why? Why? You don't look good with or without a beard. You just look... How do you look even more like a goblin without a beard?
Fuck you. This is old, by the way. This is old. I've been discovering this YouTube channel, Raxology. It's got a lot of old stuff on it, and it's classic because Chance, God, he looks ghoulish back then. You know, the beard is bad, right? But it covers up a lot of his features. Yikes.
See? Rocking the North High School hoodie, shot at the North High. Look.
Chance, you're a grown man. You're a grown man. Look at me, guys. I'm wearing my high school colors. I'm wearing my high school sports team sweater. Chance, you know how fucking weird it would be if I had to go to a school with a uniform, right? I went to a Catholic uniform school. You know how fucking weird it would be for me to wear that uniform when I finished high school? I had to spend 4 years wearing that uniform, and now I'm going to wear it out in public. God, you're an idiot, Chance. Why do you always want to live in the past instead of creating a new future for yourself?
Y'all, my homeschool, man.
Probably for the same reason that for years Chris Chan just wore the exact same goofy ass, I can't believe it's not Steve from Blue's Clues striped shirt for years and years and years and years and years. Actually, there's a lot of really bizarre similarities between Chance Wilkins and Chris Chandler when you really think about it. The difference is Chris Chan at least has written and published a comic, his own comic, and I haven't read it. I'm told it's weaponized cringe, but yeah.
Home of the North High Vikings. What up?
This is my home school. There should be a big, first of all, there should be lots of Google reviews about this high school, and the Google reviews should be flooded with Cyrax things, that the school is so terrible that it'll turn you into this. Couldn't pass this for 8 years. Fuck you, Chance. It's very bizarre that you still want to walk around in high school clothing. Look, I'm just like you kids. I've still got my sweater on. Fuck off.
That is wild to me. I actually just learned that today. That Chance... It took Chance 8 years to graduate high school? 8 years? Like I wasn't exactly the best student. I was certainly not the best student in school, but 8 years? 8?
Are you retarded?
Apparently he is. Abundantly.
My Vikings, man. Love y'all.
Ew.
But, I do have a business deal that I want to go over.
Yeah, you can keep that love all the fuck way in Akron, Ohio. Do not bring that shit to Cape Girardeau, Missouri.
Ew.
But, I do have a business deal that I want to go over with you guys, and I want you guys to tell me
What is
it? A good business deal or a bad business deal?
It's probably a very bad business deal. If you came up with it, it probably sucks ass.
Coming from Chance Wilkins, it's not a bad business deal, it's implausible. That's the word you'd be looking for, Kai, is implausible.
This is my business deal. You pay me, and I do nothing. But you can have a cut. But all of the things that are part of your cut are actually part of my money. God, what an idiot.
I'm gonna invite you guys and let you guys tell me
What?
if this sounds like a fair business deal. Or
Alright,
if
lay it
this
on me,
sounds
Chance.
like complete bullshit.
Fuck you. I'm a little bit of a businessman myself. Lay it on me. Hurry up. Hurry the hell up.
You know what sound goes off in my head every time Chance stops to let his brain catch up with his mouth? This is what I hear every single time Chance pauses. While his brain buffers. That's all I hear every single time Chance stops to let his brain catch up to whatever the hell he's trying to say. Oh, did I freak Beef out again, Kason? Yeah, it's just, all I picture is just like the AOL dial-up sound going while his brain buffers.
Fuck you! What does it take you forever
I want
to
your
do?
guys' opinions on this.
Okay, well, get it out. Get the let out, Chance. Why does it take you forever to do anything? He's probably, like, adding... This is back in 2018. So if you were on Facebook back in 2018, he would add you to every single Facebook Live that he's doing. I think that's what he's doing.
Oh, Lord.
God, what an idiot.
Like, I legit want your guys' opinions on what you guys
my God,
think is a
tell
good business
us.
deal and what's not a good business deal.
I need to know if you guys think this is a good deal.
Yes, Chance, you already told us that one time. Now proceed to tell us it another 20 fucking times.
Hurry up.
But, hey, I want to hop over to Facebook right quick because I've got two windows open so I can bounce
you.
between messages and this live stream shit.
I got
Well, I talked to
multiple
y'all.
windows open. I'm watching my live stream on a window. I'm also watching my live stream on another window. That means I have two viewers. God, you're stupid.
I mean, that would explain why one eye goes in this direction, the other eye goes in that direction, so we can watch both windows at the same exact time.
But, like, I want you guys to tell me if this is a fair business deal or...
Oh my God, Chance, just let it out.
That's number 3.
What is it?
And the business deal is, especially in the music industry, as you guys know.
You're
a
not
lot
in
of
the
people
music
get fucked
industry.
over. Well, as you guys know, I talked to, Sasha from Dollhouse Radio, Psychopathic Records.
Whatever he's talking about is bullshit. I talked to the lead singer of the record label Sony Records, bitch. Fuck you, Chance. You haven't done any of these things, and you haven't talked to any of these people.
Sure, and I'm currently in talks with I don't know, the Daily Wire to get a film deal going. Bullshit. Which I wouldn't work with which if I ever did shift gears and actually pursue a career in filmmaking, I wouldn't work with the Daily Wire anyway because I'm not going to be working with what I have my own issues with how they run how they conduct themselves as a studio, so let's leave it at that.
And I told her, I was like, you guys already know the situation. I wanted to take my career to the next level, which I do.
I want to
she
take
wanted
it
me
to the
pay,
next level.
so much to be signed.
Chance, it's not how record labels work, okay? Record labels don't reach out to a band and say, pay us and we'll work for you, okay? If a record label wants to sign you, then they're going to sign you, you idiot. Why does everything Chance do involve... Because he doesn't know how the world works, right? He thinks everything costs money. I can't join the baseball team. It's not because I'm 35. It's because I don't have any money. I can't pass my GED because I don't have any money. I can't do anything because I don't have any money. Fuck you, Chance. You don't know how these things work. It's like getting a job, Chance. You don't get a job and then they're like, listen, in order for you to work here, you're gonna have to pay us. What?
And I told her, I was like, I don't have any money. I explained my situation.
You're dumb.
The record company would pay you, you dumb fuck!
And I made her this deal, and I want you guys to tell me if this deal is bullshit.
I made her this deal. Okay, so Chance, first of all, it sounds like a scam. Whoever you're talking to sounds like a scam. We'll sign you to the record label, but in order to do that, you have to pay us for it. What? That doesn't make any sense, Chance.
No.
And also, if that's what the deal is, what your deal is going to be terrible. You'll probably be like, don't worry, just record all of my stuff for free, promote all of my stuff for free, bitch, and then you can have 10% of all of the profits from the album sales. I get 90%, bitch. I did all the work. God, you're dumb. But I'd love to hear what your business proposition to this is.
Or if this sounds like a really fair deal.
Okay.
Like,
Is
be
it fair or
honest. Don't
not?
just sit there and tell me what I want to hear. Like, be honest.
I will be honest, Chance. Trust me.
That, due to my situation and everything, I don't have any money and da-da-da-da. Well, I made her this offer.
What is it?
I told her these exact words. You sign me now.
Alright.
Straight up. You sign me now.
Okay.
For free.
For
Can
free.
you help me
Just do it for free. Just do it for free.
get my music out there?
Okay, so promote my music also for free. Sign me for free and promote me for free.
I make money.
Oh, wow.
And out of all that sales,
Okay.
you can take however much you need for...
You can take however much you need. Chance, you don't get the sales. The record label gets the sales, and then you get a cut of it. All of the money from the record sales do not go straight into your pocket, and then you pay them. It's the other way around, you jackass.
distribution, for shows, for promotion. Basically, everything that you would need for promotion. And to really get the name out there and to push the music.
So I'm gonna make all the money, and then you can take your cut. But when you take your cut, you have to use it for distribution and promotion. So basically, Fitch, you don't get anything. You don't get anything. This is your cut. Oh, do I get to keep all of it because I did all of the work? No. You have to use your cut for all of my promotion and distribution. God, you're dumb, Chance.
Like, you can take however much you need.
Every other syllable out of Chance's mouth, I can literally feel myself getting dumber. Every single time. I don't know what it is about Chance Wilkins that just makes me more stupider. But your IQ is brown, Chance.
For promotion and all that shit.
How much do they get paid, Chance?
And then, you can send me the rest. And then also...
And then send me all of the rest. This is how you're gonna get paid. I'm gonna make the money, and then I'm gonna send you money, okay? But you have to use it for distribution and promotion. Do you get to make any yourself? No. then send it all back to me.
You can keep a little bit for yourself for, bills, all that stuff.
Oh, wow, there you go. You could keep a little bit. You could have a little bit for bills, but the bills better be related to me, bitch.
And she's like, no, like, how would I make any money? Da, da, da. It's like...
Yeah, exactly, Chance. How on earth would they make money? The only profit that you're guaranteeing them, they have to reinvest into you. God, but they can pay a couple of their bills. I'm sure that people go to work full jobs just to pay a couple bills. When I had my job, I got paid bi-weekly, and the first paycheck I got only went to my rent, and the second paycheck I got only went to my cell phone bill, and that's it. God, you're stupid and you don't know how to work.
Oh, God. Andy Serkis wants you as his replacement. Oh God, that is beautiful. That is fucking beautiful.
When British Honduras became Belize, they designed a new flag with a tree on it, and I would like to hang myself from that tree.
Oh my God. Dude, if Andy if there was a Rax movie, a movie about Rax, and Andy Serkis Andy Serkis would absolutely crush it as Rax.
And you don't know how money works or the world works. God, you're dumb.
Oh, I won?
Yeah, I just paid my rent. I went and got my rent this morning, so that's all my paycheck is going towards. It's not going to go toward, the rest of it's not going to go towards food, and it's not going to go towards, paying other shit. It's not going to go towards personal luxuries for myself. Chance, why are you functionally retarded? Did your mother ingest copious amounts of Tylenol when she was pregnant with you?
You would have all rights to promote all my stuff on any given site. You would have 110% control over my social media as far as promoting, all that stuff.
You have to do 110%. I'm not good at...
No, but she drank. Well, that explains a lot. That actually explains a lot.
Do anything. That's your job.
Oh, that wasn't for me. No, I was talking about Cyrax. I mean, if Cyrax's mother did drink while she was pregnant, it would actually explain a lot about him.
And the sound that I bring in,
the sound that you bring in is dog shit.
Is brand new. Nobody's heard it. It's fresh, brand new.
You're an idiot.
And you would get a good cut out of it. You'd be able to make money.
How much?
Me bringing in.
You would never bring in money, Chance. You would never bring in money. Ever, ever, ever. Stop lying to everybody, Chance.
Revenue. Because I'd be bringing in the money.
No, you can't, Chance. You've never made $1 in your life, especially not from your music, Chance. Fuck you. I think the only time you've ever sold a single album, you sold it to Sally. You were probably like, Sally, I found out that if I sell one of my albums, that technically I'll be a professional musician. So please just buy one of my albums and then I'll be a professional musician, bitch. Fuck you, Chance.
The one bringing in the money.
No.
And you get a fair cut out of it.
What is the fair cut, Chance? You're trying to make a business proposition. It's so funny, I'm going to be starting this little shop, right? It's going to be a collectible shop. It's just going to start on eBay for now. But I'm starting this little shop, and I talked to my family. And I said, hey, listen, guys, if you'd like to invest in this, That would be great. Here is the return that you would receive. I'm willing to give you this for this amount and everything. If this is something that you guys are interested in helping me out with, go for it. If not, no worries. You know, whatever. Chance, your business propositions are absolutely dog shit because you don't know how the world works at all. You could pay a couple of your bills. Fuck you.
What? We would both get... And she sat there and was like, oh no, like, you know, you have to pay this much up front. It's like, I just explained to you, I don't have any money.
I don't have any money. I don't have any money. Chance, you never have money. Why? Why has it been 8 years and you still haven't gone out, gotten a job, or done anything, Chance? 8 years. Good God, it's been longer than you were in high school for. There's nothing stopping you from going out and getting a job, you colossal jackass. Fuck you.
Been doing self...
I mean, there might be something that is stopping him from getting a job, and it's him. It's the fact that he doesn't want to go out. He doesn't want to put in any work. He doesn't want to earn it for himself. He just expects to be able to make all his money through his music, and that's not... It's not how it works, Chance. That's not how it works. That's not how any of this shit works.
You know, promotion, self-mixing, mastering.
You don't do any of that.
That.
Oh no, my Graham is calling me.
Certain people compare me to him. I don't work because I don't have a choice. You also don't have a really bizarre fixation on your grandmother like he does. I mean, you hear the shit that Cyrax does when it comes to Sally. I mean,
oh no, my Graham.
Saying mastering.
You don't do any of that.
That.
Oh no, my Graham is calling me. God, look at how dark and scary this room is. God, the smell in there must be unbelievable. Fuck you. My grandmother is calling me, and I gotta go help her. God, you're dumb, Chance.
He'll be the next Chris Chan before long, maybe too late. He does have a Sonichu medallion on his shelf somewhere.
How long is he gone for? Oh God, the face.
Extreme close-up jump scare. Ugh. Chance, why do you look like an adult butthead?
She wanted different prices. Like, to start up, she wanted, like, over 100.
What does that even mean, Chance? She wanted over $100. See, this is how you know this is all fake. You know this is all fake. Now, don't get me wrong. I am a fair person, so I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. When I was in the music industry, when I was just starting in the music industry, there's a lot of scams out there. There's a lot of pay-to-play concerts where these really scummy promotion agencies, what they'll do is they'll rent out like a pretty big venue, right? Like a venue that professional bands would play at, and then they would say, "Here's your opportunity to play at the venue." Right? And to a lot of people who are just starting in a new band, playing at a venue like that seems like a huge deal, right? But what they do is they make you buy 50 tickets for the show. And you can sell, they make you buy them for $10 each, but you can sell them for $15 each. You know what I mean? It's just really scammy stuff. So what I'm guessing is Chance is either just straight up talking to a recording, like a place, like Like somewhere where they record your music, not necessarily the record label, but a recording studio. You know what I mean? And recording studios obviously have hourly wages. You know, it's not free to go into a recording studio. It's quite expensive. You're on the cheap end. You're going to be looking at probably $150 to $200 an hour just for the recording. Not even talking about the mixing and the mastering and everything like that, right? So what it sounds like is Chance has contacted a record label, and not a record label, or a recording studio, and he's like, listen, I know that you charge money for your to record, but how about this? You record me for free, and then I'll give you a little bit of the profit from the record. That's what it sounds like to me. Chance, you're an idiot.
And I told her about how I don't have any money.
You don't have
I
anything.
explained in depth my situation.
Fuck you.
About how I can't work.
I can't. You can work, though, Chance. You 100% can work. I mean, there's a lot of things that you probably can't do because you're grotesque. So, like, a lot of public jobs, like public relation jobs, you would not be good at because there's not a single... People don't want to talk to the employees when they go to the store anyway.
Says the motherfucker bricked 4 or 5 Xboxes. Yeah, because people keep sending him shit to plug into his Xbox, and he keeps falling for it. And then complaining about the trolls are ruining my life. Well, stop giving them authority over you. Stop giving them power over you, and they'll fucking go away. They're just internet retards. You actual soup sandwich.
Let alone talking to goblins, okay? So fuck off. But there's a lot of, like, general labor stuff that you 100% could do, Chance. Fuck you.
Because I live at home to take care of my mom who's pretty much disabled, who can't do very much.
You know what, Chance? This is 2018, and your grandmother in 2026 is doing a lot better physically than you are, Chance. You look like a mummy whose wrappings came off. Fuck you. My grandmother gets too much. It's such an excuse.
Well, I just told you I don't have any money. I don't have any money. Dead ass broke. I have no money.
Hey, Kai. Good God Almighty. Oh. Oh, Jesus. Ugh. Oh, Jesus. Let me move this forward, because I'm pretty sure I paused it on Chance's O face.
All I have is my
nothing I have.
Oh, another O face.
Chance.
There we go. There you go. Holy shit. Ugh. I had to get that right off the goddamn screen. Ugh. Oh my god. Ugh. That's just... Ugh. I'm legitimately at a loss. Every time I... Hey, you're good, Kai. It's always great to have you on. Every syllable out of Chance's mouth draws me one step closer to forgetting what 22 times 3 is. Don't say it, Kaysen, because I already know. I already know the answer. Ugh. If Chance ever came out with his it's easy 6. Ugh. I feel like if Chance ever came out with his own brand of, like, coffee, it would come in one flavor, and that flavor would be dingleberry soup. Guaranteed to cause late-stage autism. The kind that Chris Chan has. Dingleberry sludge. That too. Yeah, it's this, and it'd be the same sludge that yeah, and loaded with the same shit that Sally. Loaded with the same whatever that Sally puts in it every morning. Fucking failed T-virus prototype looking ass motherfucker. Yes, I did steal that from Kai.
You can't just contact businesses, okay? You can't just contact businesses and be like, hey, I want one of your products. And they're like, yeah, sure, no problem. This product is $20. Well, I don't have any money. Okay, well, I'm sorry. Then come back when you do have money. Why are you discriminating against the people that don't have money? People like myself work really hard. No, you don't, Chance. Because if you worked hard, you'd have money. Literally, the outcome of working hard is money. God, you're stupid.
Cyrex was in Pokemon, he would have an army of coughings and grimers behind him. Ugh. Oh. Why is that so accurate? I'm not even a Pokemon fan and I get that. And I can picture that already. Ugh. God dang, Kai. Oh. I'm pretty sure Cyrax is going to end up being the final boss that Austin Abrams has to defeat to get out of the city in the new Resident Evil movie. Which I don't know if you saw. I don't know if you saw the trailer for that one that just dropped. I have thoughts about it. I think it could be a good horror movie. It could be a good Resident Evil movie. It could be both. I know there's a lot of people who are pissed about it because it's not basically going to be a cosplay convention in cinematic form. Which on the one hand I get that, but on the other hand, Zach Krieger's whole thought process of, well, why would I adapt the story from the games? They're already fine as they are in the games. And he wants his movie to serve as kind of a companion piece to the games. Which is a legit way to go about it if you do it right, if you get the tone right and you get the feel of what makes Resident Evil right. What gives me pause is that it's being described as a horror fury road and a 90-minute adrenaline rush, and Zach Krieger himself has said that Evil Dead 2, that the main influence for the tone of the movie is going to be Evil Dead 2, which, I mean, I've seen Evil Dead 2 enough times, so that kind of does give me immense pause.
And then she's like, well, in this industry, you gotta spend this much money to make this much money, da-da-da. It's like,
in this industry...
No, I don't. If you would...
No, I don't. He's literally talking to the person that he needs to help them. Excuse me, how much is this? It's $20. I don't want to pay it. Well, too bad. That's how much it is. No, it isn't. What are you talking about, Chance?
Just shut your mouth.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure she appreciated that. Hey, sorry, here at our recording studio, we're an actual business, so we require our clients to pay for their services. Shut your mouth, bitch. Yeah, that'll get you far.
Listen to my deal and take the deal. We would both...
Shut your mouth. Listen to my deal and take it. That's my final offer. Could you imagine trying to negotiate with Chance? However, I truly believe that you could negotiate Chance down to a few magic beans for whatever he wants.
Probably. You might be able to sell him on that. Like, if I'm making a business proposition with you and I'm dropping it and you say, shut your mouth, yeah, I'm just hanging up on you. Fuck you. Soul Line looks like an adaptation of a survival horror game, and that's all you need for an RE movie. People whined and moaned about Welcome to Raccoon City. Would have loved to see Evan return in an RE4 movie. So I still love Welcome to Raccoon City, but it is wild, Heath. It really is wild, Kai. So, as much as I love Welcome to Raccoon City, where it really, I feel like it did itself a massive disservice by trying to smash 2 games into one movie, and then the 107-minute runtime really did not help matters when you have a story of that size and that scope with that many characters and that many narrative threads to pull on. It needed another 30 or 40 minutes on the runtime to really let it simmer and really let it cook. But for whatever reason, Sony slashed the production budget in half compared to what it was originally supposed to be, and where we're kind of left with a what could have been. I'm going to give Zach Krieger a fair chance just because that's the only thing I can do. But I just want him. The Resident Evil movie I've always wanted. Thanks for watching my video. Check out the trailer of that. Hey, you're good, Kai. I'll catch you later. You go enjoy your. You go have fun on your stream, man. Always fun to have you on. So the Resident Evil movie I have always wanted. The Resident Evil movie I have always wanted is a slow burn descent that goes for at least 130 to 150 minutes. So somewhere between 2 hours and 10 minutes and 2.5 hours. I've always wanted a Resident Evil movie that really, really takes its time and is not afraid to just simmer and breathe and let the dread steadily grow instead of just intensity, just constant. Probably seeing Mortal Kombat 2. Hey, I'm still on the fence about that because I wish Cole Young wasn't even a thing. I wish they would just get rid of his character. He's completely useless. He had no reason to be in the first movie to begin with. Liu Kang is the reason they didn't put Johnny Cage in the first movie is fucking retarded because Johnny Cage is not the protagonist of the Mortal Kombat series. Liu Kang is. Carl Urban could be a good Johnny Cage, especially for the way that they're gonna portray him as this kind of burned out, over the hill, has been action star. In my opinion, it should have Carl Urban. I'm pretty sure the only reason it's Carl Urban that's playing Johnny Cage in this movie is because of The Boys. It has to be because of The Boys. In my opinion, it should be either Scott Adkins or The Miz playing Johnny Cage. Michael Jackson's movie is good. I do plan on seeing that one over the weekend. And for some reason yesterday I got an itching to record a playthrough of the Michael Jackson Moonwalker game on the Sega Genesis. I heard Jafar Jackson did really, really good at playing his uncle. So
get a fair cut in the long run. We would both be happy. I'd be getting money for my music.
The long run. You know what people really love, Chance? You know what people really love? They love making money sometime in the distant future instead of right now in the present. You know, when I make my YouTube videos, I think to myself, man, I really hope that this YouTube video pays off for myself. I've got some plans in 2038. Chance, you're an unbelievable moron.
I'd be making money doing what I love to do, and
Fuck
you would
you.
get money doing what I'm paying you to do.
You get money for what I pay you to do, which is by distribution.
Someone said he was born a black man and died a white woman. That is kind of fucked.
I'm not giving you anything. The only money that Chance has even told the person that he might give them is a little bit to pay the bills. Okay? Fuck you, Chance. This is the worst deal ever.
I know you didn't say it was funny. Which I'm glad that neither of us thinks it's funny, because it really isn't funny.
And 100%, he's just contacted like a recording studio. That's it. He thinks that a recording studio is a record label, and not that a record label uses a recording studio. God, you're stupid.
You guys tell me if...
You guys tell me, when you...
Only saved Kevin from the island. He most certainly did. And thank God for it.
Take that deal.
Sounds like a fair deal.
Instead of guaranteed money right now, I'm offering you imaginary potential money in the future. Look at how talented I am. Chance, if you were actually talented, your talents would speak for themselves. You would be able to put up, like, actual guitar, like sitting down and playing a guitar instead of nonsense. You'd be able to do that, put it on YouTube, and people would notice, hey, this guy's pretty good. I think I'm going to listen to his music, and I think I'm going to share his music. But you're unbelievably untalented, you moron.
Somebody signs me.
Somebody signs me.
For free. And then
for free.
They take however much, they basically help me get started, get my music out there and da-da-da.
They pay me. They pay for all my stuff.
And then they take so much each month for, promotion, social media.
You're dumb.
The usual stuff that you normally...
How much do they get to keep, Chance? You haven't talked about that at all. The only thing that you've said so far is that the money that you're going to give them is going to go back to you into promotion and stuff.
To do with the music artist. And they get a fair cut out of it.
Because he doesn't know what the cut is. In fact, he still defends Michael after 2 decades after his death. Speaks volumes. If he was a victim, he would have come forward after he died. He most certainly would have. Years, more than enough time has passed to where he absolutely would have. Macaulay Culkin, Kieran Culkin, because they both hung out at Neverland Ranch on the regular. Corey Feldman, who has insisted nothing happened. Aaron Carter insisted that nothing happened. Rest in peace. The only... If you notice something fishy about the accusations, every single one of the accusers against Michael Jackson, they all took cash settlements. They all took financial settlements. Corey Feldman lied about Charlie Sheen. I don't think Corey Feldman ever confirmed that he was either. It was either he never confirmed it was Charlie Sheen that abused him, or he said years later that he had been I believe it was either Corey Feldman's mother or it was Corey Haim's mother who said nothing happened between Corey Haim and Charlie Sheen. Because I think it was... Yeah, that's what it was. It was Corey Haim said that it wasn't... We know that Corey Haim was abused, but his mother insisted that it wasn't Charlie Sheen, and I think Corey Haim himself, like shortly before he died, confirmed that it was not Charlie Sheen. he ain't a saint, but he's innocent. He most definitely is. Both, two things are true at the same time. He's not a saint, but he did not victimize Corey Haim. I always found that I do find that fishy that all of the people who accused Michael Jackson their families took cash settlements instead of pursuing criminal charges. So that alone should tell you all you need to know. 2.5 Men went downhill after he left. Dude, I tried watching one of the Ashton Kutcher episodes. That show sucked so bad my TV told me to turn it off.
And
what do you think a fair cut is?
Does that not sound like a fair deal?
No, it sounds like a bullshit deal.
Like, you guys tell me, does that not sound like a really good deal?
Chance, it sounds like a child would come up with that deal. It sounds like a little kid would come up with that deal. Can you give me $100 so I could record an album? Chance. When my band recorded our EP, it only had 5 songs on it, right? It cost like $2,200 after all of the recording and all of the fees and stuff like that. When we were recording full-length albums, you can like double and triple that. Chance, you don't know anything about how expensive things are. Not only is recording expensive, right? Okay, I've recorded everything, but then you have to pay for the mixing of it. Okay, fine, I'll pay for the mixing. And then after the mixing, you have to pay for the mastering of it. I don't want the mastering. Well, too fucking bad, because there's not a record studio in the world that will put out stuff without mastering it. God, you're dumb. Why don't you do a little bit of research into these things? I'm sorry to go off on a lot of rants in this video. It's just when Cyrax talks like he knows about industries that I've worked in professionally, it drives me fucking nuts.
And the artist, for free, you put their stuff out there, and then you take each month out of sales, revenue, and stuff.
Chance, why? First of all, why do you think there would be sales? Why? Do you think that people just go to the music store? I mean, I'm sure that some do, but I'm talking about like a microscopic amount of people go into a music store and they say, you know what I'm in the mood for? A CD from somebody that I've never once heard of, ever. But I'm just going to try out some new music, right? And then they pick up Chance Wilkins' album. And then they're like, wow, this album sucks. Fuck you, Chance. Your music is terrible.
However much you feel is necessary, like 20-30%. And, you take that and put that towards, the
problem, Chance, is that 20-30% of zero is still fucking zero.
Distribution and everything.
God, he's
and then
stupid.
You send the artist the rest of the money.
Okay, so so he's being very blatant. He's saying, take the money for distribution, right? And then send me the rest. Okay, this is what you get paid. You get paid the promotional budget, but you have to use it on promotion and you don't get to keep any of it. And then send me the rest of it. This is why nobody wants to do business with you, Chance.
Does that not sound like a good business deal?
No!
Because both parties...
I've never been in the music... I've never operated within the music industry, and I can smell that's a shitty deal. Oh, hey, let's just give the distributor the barest of bare minimums, and then and then the artist just pockets all the rest. It's not how shit operates. By the way, I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but bands don't make, and musicians don't make jack shit off of album sales. A sizable chunk. I'm not totally sure on the specifics, but a sizable chunk of their revenue comes from tours, like comes from music tours, from concert tours. So, and there are bands that just tour nonstop. Like I know, like Metallica is one of those groups that just tours nonstop. Metallica is also one of the most popular bands in the entire world. So they probably, yeah. Michael Jackson could generate upwards of upwards of $100 million from just one tour, especially in his prime. Like, people forget how big of a name and how much power the name Michael Jackson held when he was at his absolute peak as an artist.
Are getting paid.
Who? How is the other party getting paid? Chance, if you're paying them to do your distribution, that's not paying them, okay? They're not making any money off of that.
Both parties are making money.
You're just making more work for them.
Epic Games is refunding David bundles in Fortnite. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, that's beautiful. oh.
You are filled up on fuck-up fuel.
Oh, David.
For selling their music, and the agent / promoter / manager is making money off of that artist's sales.
God, you're dumb.
They're getting paid each month for sales.
What about merch, Chance? What about merch? What about all the other things that go into being in a band, you moron?
They're taking so much out of that artist's check to put towards promotion and all that. Does that not sound like a good, fair, honest business deal?
No, it sounds like bullshit, Chance. Always with you. Always.
Because to me, that sounds like a great business deal. That's something I would take up in a fucking heartbeat.
Well, you wouldn't.
Like, if I were a record, or if I was a high-end record label...
You're not a high-end record label, Chance. You don't know what a record label does at all. You think that oh my God, what a jackass.
That was making millions.
Fuck you.
And I seen an artist that was really good, that I was really interested in.
Chance, you're not making millions, okay? You will never make millions. Unless somehow you scrounge together a few dollars to buy, like, a lottery ticket, and God smiles on you that day, and you win the lot. Could you imagine if Cyrax won the Powerball? Could you imagine? I bet you he'd still never leave this house. He'd have like $388 million, but he's so stupid that he wouldn't even leave this house or anything. I just want to be in my room with my racing rig, because he's an idiot.
Yeah, and he would lose all of that money in less than a year. Do you guys know that actually a good portion of lottery winners actually lose all of their lottery winnings within a year or two of winning it because they blow it all on dumb shit that they don't need. You know what I would do if I won the lottery? I'd start my own film studio. And I'd use it to produce my own shit.
That's something new and unique that
Fuck you.
You know, bring in a lot of money. I'd go to that artist and be like, yo,
No, you
I
wouldn't.
want to sign you. I
James,
want to
you're wearing
manage
your
you.
high
There's
school
no payment
uniform.
cost for the, the sign up. Like,
No.
you sign with us, you sign the record deal, sign the contract.
No.
And we take so much each month for promotion and all that.
We're going
and
to
then you
take
get the
so
rest.
much.
That's what I would do.
You're dumb.
Because I'm
is
a
what
fair
you
business
are.
guy. I'm a business guy,
You're
I'm
not a business guy, Chance. You don't know anything about business, okay? You don't know anything about business. You're embarrassing. You're embarrassing me, Chance. Damn it. I'm so sick of being embarrassed by this jackass. Don't you guys think that my deal is good? You guys pay me all the money, and then I'll pay you a cut. However, use it for promoting me. Do you get to keep some of it? Sure, you can pay your phone bill and you can pay your internet bill. But other than that, give me the rest.
Of doing business, always have. And because of my fair business play,
God, you're dumb.
That's another reason why I'm not getting anywhere, because nobody wants to take the fair deal.
Because it's fucking retarded! Chance? Again, I am not in the music industry. I've never been in the music industry. I don't know fuck all with a side. I know fuck all with a side of nada when it comes to how business works. Even I can tell that your proposal is retarded, Chance.
Nobody wants to take
And
their fair
allow me to
deal.
help them bring in money through what I do.
You're dumb, Chance.
But you guys post in the comments. Tell me what you guys think about the deal.
What
Does that
would
not
you
sound like a
do?
fair deal?
I love his calls to action, like his rally calls to get people to comment. You know, it's pretty. If you can do comment call outs pretty normally, right? Pretty fluidly. But every time Chance does it, you can tell exactly what he's doing. You know what I mean? You can tell that he just wants the interaction so that the video will do better. And I mean, don't get me wrong, like, that's what everybody wants. I love reading your guys' comments because some of the things that you guys say in there are absolutely hilarious, you know? However, when Chance says these kind of...
Same. I love the engagement. And I don't always respond to every single comment that I get, but I do read every single comment that I get. Or at least I try to.
Leading statements. It's so transparent. Just leave me a comment, guys. What do you think? Do you think this is a good deal? Leave me a comment. Do you think it's a bad deal? Leave me a comment. For the love of God, just somebody please comment. Please. God damn it, you suck, Chance. It's a terrible deal. It's a terrible deal.
Yeah. Post your comments. Let me know what you guys think.
Post your comments, bitch. God, you're dumb.
Because I could have brought this girl millions overnight,
Ew.
practically.
No.
With my new sound that nobody's heard before, and with it being as unique and
I've got
solid
a
as it
new
is,
sound.
I could have brought in a lot of money for her.
No, you couldn't have.
But she turned down the deal.
Good.
Because all she wants
Very smart
is
for
the
her.
money up front.
Yeah, that's what a business is, Chance. That's what a business is all about. Why don't you contact a nonprofit or charity or like anything like that? There must be some kind of goblin charity that will help you. Chance, fuck you, Chance. Why do you think that you can just go up to a business? The sole purpose of a business is to make money and go up to them, I don't have any money. Well, then guess what, Chance? You're not part of the club. Okay, if you can't pay the membership fee, you're not part of the club. You're not guaranteed access to the club. The club is not a human right that you deserve and belong in. Okay, if you can't afford it, then you can't afford it. Go fuck yourself.
Bitch, I don't have money. All I have is my talent and my skill.
So you have nothing.
That's all I ever had.
So nothing. You have nothing.
And until a record label comes along and makes me a fair deal,
when is a record label gonna sign me?
Understanding my situation,
God, you're dumb.
I'm basically fucked.
My name's Chance and I live in a space world. It's in my head and you're my damn manager. They call me Chance, they call me Cyrax, and I talk like this. I wish there was an artist who would assist. Let me do that again. They call me Cyrax and I talk like this. I wish there was a record label that would assist. Can take me to a show in the green room area, and I'll give you a blowjob and also malaria.
or unless I blow up to 10 million plus subscribers and viewers, which
Chance, if you blew up to 10 million plus subscribers, you wouldn't need a record label. You could do all of it independently. Why? Don't you understand anything? Do you understand that if you had 10 million subscribers, you would be a very rich man and you probably wouldn't care at all about fucking your dumb music? God damn it, you suck, Chance.
I know that ain't gonna happen anytime soon.
Anytime soon. I know it will happen, but not anytime soon. It's gonna take a little while. God, you're dumb.
But you guys tell me in the comments.
Tell me in the comments.
Does the deal that I
Rich.
made her sound like a fair business deal
No.
for an artist just starting out?
No.
Trying to actually take their music to the next level.
No.
You guys post that in the comments. I'll read.
Please, for the love of God, drop me a comment. Please. I need human interaction.
I gotta get back to work.
No, you don't. You gotta get back to
But
gooning,
like I said, guys,
bro.
go ahead and post your comments. Let me know if you guys think that that's a fair business deal.
Oh my God.
And I will see you guys later.
Fuck you, Chance, guys. Let me know in the comments if you think that's a fair business deal. What do you guys think?
Nope.
Chance doesn't understand how anything works ever. It's so embarrassing. Like, sometimes I'm very embarrassed for him, but then I remember that he's an absolute goblin monster PDF predator. You know what I mean? There are tiny glimpses where I feel bad for this goblin, and then it immediately goes away. But he's the worst business person I've ever heard of in my entire life. I hope he gets bone-itis and fucks off. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate you. Drop me a comment, guys. Drop me a comment, guys, please. Please, for the love of God, I need some interaction. Drop me a comment. I will like and heart as many of them as I can. I'm trying to keep up, but you guys are commenting a lot. I've never dealt with that ever, being a YouTuber, so thank you so much. I will be back later on today around 8 p.m. for another Rax video, and there will be an extra video today for members. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Bye, everyone.
Thank you for watching Life of Kai. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This act is very human.
Oh. Time tomorrow. Okay, how does 3 or 4 o'clock your time sound, which for me would be about like 2 or 3? How would that? Let's do 3. Okay, we'll do 3. Which do 3 o'clock? Okay, that's that works out for me. Since I have pretty much all day to. Got the missionaries at 7, but we'll be done. All right, well that's good to know. So yeah, Kason will be back on the stream for tomorrow evening, and we're gonna do we're gonna be doing a bottom of the bin. What do you have to watch tonight? Let me go into my Tubi, because I know I have the movie saved, but I want to make sure it is still, or I know I did save the movie, but I want to make sure it's still in there. Oh, come on. Don't tell me they took it off. Just when we were going to Can't say first-person shooter. Don't tell me they took it off of Tubi. FPS first-person shooter. Please tell me you are still on. Okay, it still is. Yeah, it's called FPS first-person shooter, and it's on Tubi. And it's 79 minutes long. So watch it after getting beef in the kennel. All right, there you go. And I'm probably gonna watch it tomorrow afternoon, or tomorrow morning, so that I can so that I can be ready in the afternoon. So, but either way, that is going to do it for tonight's episode of Weaponized Autism. Thank you to everybody who did stop by to watch. Kason, as always, for coming in. Kai, for the very brief period you were in here. It was nice having you in. And anybody who does like to, anybody who would like to, please drop me a comment, because I love the engagement. You are weaponized cringe, Chance. And God, you're pathetic. I'll catch you guys tomorrow evening. Holy shit.